Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home. Whether you need a tune-up or a whole new unit, call Koch's Mechanical. Don't pay big company prices, call Koch's Mechanical.
Got AC trouble? Call our dad. Bo knows heat and air.
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
At Ortho Central, we're committed to making your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after grandkids, or easing chronic pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and Newcastle. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
Jeff here with Triton Foundation Repair. I'm here to remind you that we always have and always will offer free foundation evaluations to Oklahomans. At Triton, we know your home is a big investment and your money is hard-earned. So when you call us for a free evaluation, our specialists will perform a thorough foundation evaluation and only give an estimate when foundation repair is necessary. So visit TritonOK.com to schedule your free foundation evaluation.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers!
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. Don't have dental insurance? That's not a problem at Contemporary Family Dentistry. We have a $250 annual membership that covers cleanings and exams, eliminating the feeling that you can't go to the dentist. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment.
Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus, a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband. Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available. Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing. Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today. High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Welcome to Tiger TV on the last day of school on the first semester for the Tuttle Tigers anyway. Doubleheader again, second one this week as the Tuttle Tigers host the Elk City Elkettes and then the Elk City Elks here at Greg Henning Activity Center. I've got Richie Overcash next to me. Bradley Watson is manning the camera tonight, and then Kevin Rogers, of course, helping us out, running our Marshall Auto Supply pregame show right now, and he'll have all the production for us. But welcome to the Marshall Auto Supply pregame show. Tuttle coming off, ladies are coming off of a loss. I think that, you know, the numbers-wise, we felt like Kingfisher was a maybe a little bit more talented ball club going into that game. I don't think that the score really dictated the difference in their teams necessarily, but the Lady Jackets did get on the road and find a road win, and that's a big win for their program. That may be one of those wins that you turn the page with your program when you go beat a team like Tuttle on the road, and then our boys may have turned a little page in our own program for this year as they got a big win against the Kingfisher team that's also, their boys are a little bit down, but you beat a team like Kingfisher anytime, you can say you beat a multi-year state champ, Richie.
Yeah, the girls played really well in that first quarter. Marissa Sandlin coming out on fire, looking great in the post, and then, you know, you just kind of saw us tire out to the Kingfisher pressure. But I think there were great things to take away from that game on Tuesday, and especially for the boys, going into that game at 1-5. Or 1-4, and coming out with a big-time win against Kingfisher, who's much improved from last year, and, you know, really holding their best player to being kind of quiet. And so definitely stuff to build on for both these Tuttle squads. Well, in
Elk City comes in tonight. Their ladies, the Elkettes, they're undefeated on the year so far, 6-0. They've beaten Woodward 44-38. Clinton 63-24. They played the Enid JV team in the Woodward tournament. They beat them 62-17. Liberal Kansas, we don't know anything about them. They beat them by 21 points. They did get a big win in the championship of that against UConn, a 6A team who's 6-2 on the year. So they have some experience in a championship game, and you know, probably, I mean, if you've won all your games, you're not a terrible basketball team. You can schedule and help yourself out, but you go win a championship of a tournament, it means you're doing things right. So I know Lady Elkettes have had success in softball as of recent as well. They've had some good softball teams here as of the last several years, and familiar foe of ours in baseball, but they've got some good athletes, big Western Oklahoma boys and girls, and so it ought to be an exciting one tonight for both teams. The ladies, like I mentioned, our girls are 4-2 on the year, and Elk City comes in at 6-0. Richie, what do you think about the Elkettes as you watch them warm up?
I think they got some quick guards that we're going to have to handle. We might see pressure, which is what we saw last game against Kingfisher, and that could be, what the Lady L-Cats coaching staff is wanting to emphasize, because when a team like Tuttle, number 9th ranked in the state for 4A, when they get taken down, you kind of want to copy that, what worked against them, and it really was the Kingfisher press. And so we might see some of that from them. But just they're going to be a good team. They're 6-0, but that should put a chip on the Lady Tigers' shoulders.
Well, and I think you said that spoken like a true coach. I mean, I'll just tell you, if I don't have a team that we just do things a certain way and you can deal with it, if you have a team that doesn't just have the ability to dictate how the game goes, in order to be a good coach and have a good team that's going to go compete, you've got to find things that other people do and imitate those and try to do those to the best of your ability. Just as, a football opponent, if someone scores running this play over and over again, you got to go run that play next week and find a way to put it into your offensive scheme. So, like you mentioned, Kingfisher got after us with the press a little bit. I thought that we handled it well early in the game with Ava. Sorry about that, Kinsley, if you're watching this replay. I'll never do it again. But Kinsley was really just bypassing the press with her speed. And I think that she took her foot off the gas, but maybe not on purpose. I think she just got a little tired. And when she got tired, the Lady Tigers really struggled to get the ball down the court and get themselves easy buckets.
Yeah, for sure. I think the biggest key to that game was just fatigue. And no one who could really take the pressure off of Kinsley. We tried Lakin Smith, and she handled the pressure pretty well as well. It's just, it's hard when your best point guard and one of your best defenders has to play hard 24/7 the whole game, especially facing that Kingfisher pressure.
All right, we'll be back after a short commercial break with more of the Marshall Auto Supply pregame show here on Tiger TV.
The First National Bank and Trust Company presents to you the Tuttle Team Spirit Card. We proudly serve more than 20 area schools and have donated more than $82,000 in 2023. So, what are you waiting for? Support your Tuttle Tigers and make every transaction count. Come by the bank to get your Team Spirit Card today at no cost to you. The First National Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Here. Welcome back to the Marshall Auto Supply pregame show here on Tiger TV as Tuttle and Elk City winding down their warm-up time, getting ready to face off. Lady Tigers 4-2 on the year, facing an undefeated roadster in Elk City. I'm going to go over some keys to the game here, Richie, and I'll let you discuss those if Kevin can pull up our keys to victory for the Lady Tigers tonight.
The first one is cleaning up offensive mistakes. I think we saw the Kingfisher pressure kind of force some turnovers at times, and just cleaning that up coming into this game is going to be big. Relax and handle the pressure, like I just said. The Kingfisher press kind of got into us a little bit, so handling that is going to be key. And then bounce back to winning ways. This is a winning program, the Tuttle Lady Tigers, and so it's very rare they lose twice in a row. So this is a big game. They're definitely motivated coming off a loss, and it's going to be exciting to watch them play tonight.
Yeah, and you see there, Bradley Watson can get a shot of all the Christmas cheer, Christmas spirit. The managers, Riley Powell getting everybody rowdy in the gym tonight with their onesie. Coach Combs and Coach Ballard looking like some presents under the tree. So setting to get this one ready to go here in just a moment. We'll have our starting lineups brought to you by Williams Plumbing. We appreciate Williams Plumbing service and all the things they do around our community. We'll have our starting five after the national anthem. We're going to join the national anthem here live in the arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening's games. We play host to Elk City. Here's the game. So let's get started playing your blank. How about that? First of all, for our guests, the Lady Elks, junior number 4, Whitney Hall. Sophomore, number 10, Lucy O'Hara. Senior, number 22, Ella Soteri. Sophomore, number 23, Kylie Coffey. And senior, number 30, Anna Brown. And he's assisted by John Houston, Jim Taylor, and Hunter Harris.
All right, we're back. We didn't have the national anthem in-house because we didn't have a national anthem player, and or the video didn't work. So anyway, we're here, and starting lineups just announced for the Lady Elkettes. And I apologize if I don't get the name right. The handwriting isn't perfect. But Blakely Bow, number 4. Number 10, Lacey O'Hara. Number 22, Ellie Satile. Number 23, Kylie Coffey. And number 30, Addie Brown for the Lady Tigers. I believe it's our normal crew. 10, Kinsley Battles. 11, Ellie Dombeck. 15 is Evelyn Mitchell. 25, Lakin Smith is out there now as a starter. And 40, Marissa Sandlin. So I believe they've swapped out Lakin for Cortland, and Cortland will probably come off the bench and shoot that thing from downtown. Tip goes to the Lady Tigers, and we're underway. Kicking off spring break, Christmas break, winter break, whatever you want to call it break. I know that I don't have class for the next couple weeks, so I'm fired up. Richie, when did you guys start? That one's stolen by Sandlin there.
I started 5 days early.
Nice.
And I think SNU went out on the 9th, so been out for a while.
Man, it's like a vacation.
And then I'm out. We were out the 13th. I'm out till the 9th. So.
Lady Tigers trying to find their ways here, and looks like there's not going to be near as much pressure as Sandlin from the corner bangs home a 3-ball. Marissa Sandlin gets us going tonight. Richie is, we're trying out a new stat software. Going to try to keep you on it, but we both get a little too excited sometimes, forget to do the other part of the job. But he's in college and uses a computer. I mean, I use one every day too, but he counts better than I do. So that one long range from Brown, no good. And Lakin Smith rebounds and clears. Lakin just provides another point guard on the floor, so you like to see that if Kinsley gets in trouble. Ellie swings it over to the corner. Sandlin from the other side. Another one banging home a 3-ball. Marissa Sandlin. And it's 6-0 Sandlin and her Lady Tigers.
I mentioned that in the first stream of the year, if you remember. That is Marissa's hot spot from those corners.
She hadn't really got to those spots in a while either.
No, she has not, but tonight it looks like it's an emphasis to get her the ball there.
I think if I coached basketball, Richie, I would just talk to my guys about getting to their spot, because I feel like that's the most used term for a scorer. You've got to get to your spots that you like to shoot from. I mean,
it's definitely a thing. Last year we had Chad Everett shoot I think he shot 90% of his threes from the left corner, and he shot 70% from there. So
yeah, I mean, you got to get to your spots and execute there.
Getting guys the ball from where they're comfortable shooting is very important.
Kinsley kicks out to Smith, and they'll reset everything. Probably like trying to get Sandlin another look at it. That one from the wing. Sandlin back to the other side. Bang! Make it the hat trick for Marissa Sandlin, and 9-0 Lady Tigers. Elk City needs a timeout. We'll be right back on Tiger TV after this 30-second break.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
Back here on Tiger TV, and Kevin, can we take a look at some threes, or at least one maybe? Marissa Sandlin, that one her third straight there, as she's knocked down all the buckets for the Lady Tigers and giving them a 9-0 lead here to kick off the Friday night fun.
When you're facing a 2-3 zone, the best way to beat it is just making it rain from downtown. And so far, it's only been Marissa, but it's a great start.
I mean,
it's a great start to it.
She's had open looks. They've ran the same set for her the last 3 plays. And I mean, if Elk City's going to continue to not cover it and not make the adjustments, you got to just keep running the same set.
Exactly. And eventually they'll overplay it, and you'll have the screener on the block be wide open. So
I'm going to call you a genius whenever we get done here. If you don't know, Richie's dad is a coach, and mom is an educator as well. I think we got away with inbounding it before we got out of bounds right there.
Just a little bit.
It's kind of like the neighborhood double play ball in the middle of the field. If you're close to it, they just give it to you. Dombeck on the baseline. Nice little jumper, no good, but nice touch there from Ellie. May try to get her involved a little bit in the scoring. Battles making it tough up front. That's another thing that always gave me problems, Richie. The front court and the back court don't make any sense to me in basketball terms. That should
I can understand that.
long three, no good. Everybody boxed out, but nobody grabbed the basketball, and that's a second chance point there for Elk City, number 22. That's Ellie Satile. Smith gets it across. There's Dombeck on the block, makes the extra pass. She does go up after a nice little move there, Evelyn Mitchell. 11-4 here, Tigers, 3:50 and counting. That second chance bucket there for Elk City, that's too easy. They had everybody boxed out in the lane and just nobody attacked the basketball. Kinsley deflects that pass and gets another hand on that one. Sides in, she's gonna get a foul. But that's part of playing tough right there. Ken's all over the floor.
That's what she does best is on this defensive end, she's everywhere, guarding, deflecting passes. Obviously, she's taking a role to be more of a scorer and be the point guard, the leader on the court, but defensively, she's outstanding.
I think she's taking a page out of Maddie Serber's playbook. She was young when Maddie was here, but I reference her quite often. There's a floater, no good on a second chance bucket. Mitchell brings the board down, but her hands don't have it wrapped up. That one's going to be dribbled off the left hand of number 10 there, Lacey O'Hara, and out of bounds to the Tigers. But Mitchell comes down with that. That's part of being a ninth grader. In ninth grade, they just start going the other way, and you got to vice grip that thing.
Yeah, you want to keep that high and throw the outlet pass, and she brought it down. And
that's a good job by Kins driving in and getting a foul called. She'll go to the line and shoot free throws. First free throws tonight for Tuttle. She kind of, that's one of those that last week she didn't really ever try to go finish at the rack. She just kind of dribbled all the way to the block and then gave up. And not that she quit, but she just passed out of it instead of fighting through contact, getting a foul, and getting to the line.
one thing I'll never forget Coach Merritt telling me and Garrett Redwine is you look at the best scorers in the NBA and college basketball, WNBA, they draw free throws. And so it's the easiest spot to score from, and Kinsley does that really well. She did it there.
Yeah, I mean, James Harden has made a career off the free throw line. He makes you so mad when he's not on your team.
For sure.
That one good there from, looked like number 10, I believe, Lacey O'Hara, knocked out of bounds, going to the Tigers. Tigers got to, I feel like we got to, like I mentioned earlier with Evelyn, when we get the basketball in the hands, it's got to be, I feel like you got to grab it and grip that thing a little tighter. Kinsley makes a mistake there, picking up her dribble too early. They're going to hand it off to Mitchell down the left side. Making another good job corralling the missed ball. That one dribbled off of her leg. Probably got away with a foul there, but refs let him play on. Addie Brown down the line, down the lane, no good. Kinsley battles, rebounds, and pushes back the other way. I think this is where Kinsley's just got to keep going, and she does. Sandlin thought about trying another shot. There's Kinsley from the wing. That one up, no good, but there's the freshman Mitchell with the rebound. Nice job right there by Evelyn, flying through the air. She's going to shoot it. She's fouled from long range. Addie Brown got her on the elbow going up. And Evelyn Mitchell will shoot 3 shots here. Oaks crawled back into this one a little, split the difference in half, 13-6. Nice second shot there from Mitchell. You haven't really seen Mitchell shoot jump shots this season on our broadcast. She's probably done it, but not where I've been seeing it.
Yeah, and both her free throws look pretty pure, barely hitting rim on the first and then nothing but net there. So she had a chance at one. Marissa just missed her. But
Yeah, and you mentioned, the easiest spot. I mean, this is easier than making a three-pointer in the corner with a closeout shooter on the end.
For sure.
Whether you put it, I know stats matter, but it's 3 points on the board, whether any way you mark it.
Yep.
Kind of like you hit a home run and it hits off of 14 people and you score. It still counts the same.
A 500-footer and a
Yeah.
one down the Tropicana field line.
Yeah. Oh, Sandlin takes a step just a little bit late and going to pick up the blocking foul there on the block. On the floor of the block, not literally the blocking foul. Addie Brown at the line. I heard senior for Elk City on the announcements. One thing, just from my side of things, as a person who kind of does a little bit of research before games, I try to getting hold of a basketball roster in high school from both the boys and the girls team in the same before the game is it's like winning the lottery. In football, you can always, it's like it's a secret who's on the roster. I mean, sometimes you'll find the boys online somewhere, and the girls have got a Twitter that's active. The boys, Huddle's updated with their number. I mean, it's just I've know all the avenues to look for, and it is really tough to find high school basketball information. I've said this for years as a baseball coach. I feel like there should be a statewide. The website we use for rankings and stuff, OSSA rankings, I feel like you take that and that's rounded to Dombeck, makes a couple moves, goes up, it's swatted away by number 21. That's Wyatt for Elk City out to the corner. The shot off the mark, no good. There's Dombeck hustling back. She's pushing the pace now. Gonna give it to Lakin Smith. Lakin stops, nice crossover move in the paint, up off the glass. Lakin Smith, the nice little dribble drive. But I think you get you use something like the rankings website we have and you say, okay, it's a mandatory. Everybody put your rosters in. Everybody put your stats in. That one long range, good for number 22, Ellie Satile for Elk City. And if you're Coach McClure out in Elk City, the baseball coach, and you know any of these girls' last names, how to pronounce it, if I'm saying it wrong, let me know. Traxler from long range, bang! Cortland Traxler opens it up, 21-10. The lefty.
Has she missed from that wing?
I
don't think we've seen her miss.
Stay there. That girl Sandlin getting involved right there. The help defense on the drive. Gets it out. Traxler going to fire one up from that wing. No good. The lefty draws no iron there on the fourth shot at the end of the quarter, but Lady Tigers 21, Elk City 10 here on Friday night in the Big Town.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
As a mama, you're constantly pulled in every direction. HotWorks is where you get to hit pause. Sweat out the stresses you recenter in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
Back here on Tiger TV, look at the huddle there. We're going to take a look at a couple replays. First off, Lakin Smith makes the defenders all get in the air and then up and in off the glass. Cortland Traxler, the auctioneer from downtown, her first shot attempt of the night, and then later just missed. I saw the NBA was going to change the rule of end of quarters, end of half. If you shoot a buzzer beater, it doesn't count against your – because I feel like so many guys don't, and they throw it to the big guy. It's like Steven Adams. He just grabs it, and then he just launches it into the stands for fun.
I think that'd be a great rule. You'd see a lot more – full court fun.
And in football, they need to take away Hail Mary interceptions off
For
stats.
sure.
That's a stupid stat. Like, obviously.
Especially in those leagues where you're playing for a contract.
Yeah.
And
And you can award the DB an interception, but don't give
Right.
don't penalize your franchise guy or the guy that's trying to win awards. But I mean, I feel like there's so many NBA players that do not shoot at the end of quarters.
Oh, for sure.
Because their contract, that would not unforced error. But
there's a whole thing about the field goals or the field goal percent saving club, and it's any guy who just holds the ball at the end of the quarter.
Yep.
But the guy who doesn't is Steph, because he's set for life.
Well,
no one's ever gonna.
No one's ever going to touch him, and he'll probably make it.
Yeah.
Because he's on fire from everywhere. That one, a little bit too long of a pass to get there. That was nice defense, though, as Battles swats away the shot, but the Elk City Elks are going to pick up a foul on the ground after the rebound. It's going to go against, I believe, Evelyn Mitchell on the push. They said after the block that their coach is arguing that that's a shot.
Not everyone on the floor is ready. One ref wasn't ready.
One of the refs wasn't ready.
Most of our players weren't ready.
I don't think Elk City wanted to take those points off the board as the three-pointer good for Elk City. Lakin Smith forced that one, and then going to get a foul called on Smith. Probably a little frustration there after the errant shot. Grabs the arm there, but like you said, not everybody was almost ready. They were still talking about the call up on the top of your screen, and I think Elk City's coach was arguing, but then the three ball went down, and you're kind of like, well, I'm still mad at you, Sometimes those umpires make a mistake, something great happens in your favor, and you really don't care. You're still mad. I think he was just confused. He thought the foul was on the shot, and it was on the ground after the shot.
That's what it seemed like.
That was a walk. No call. This guy was in a hurry. He's not calling anything. That one thrown off the glass by Brown again. They're going to pick up another foul on the reach-in. Traxler going to check back in. That one on Smith again. That's her second consecutive foul under a minute of time on the clock, so she'll head to the bench. Traxler will head back in. Portland provides a little length there, a long lefty. Kind of reminds you of Oakley Vickers a little bit as far as just the frame. And the left-handedness probably more than anything.
Yeah.
Good job closing out right there. Good job getting hands up by Kinsley. And there's Evelyn Mitchell. She's going to hand it to Kins over to the corner. Traxler goes up with the left hand.
Oh.
No comment, but I wish we had a sound effects board, Kevin. Can we add that?
I think the fans got us with that.
Can I give it a that one up no good. Yep, good job by Kinsley taking it away. Another good job offensive rebounding by Sandlin. It's knocked out of bounds, and I'm just not quite sure how someone hits the ground that hard after contact and there's not a call there. Said that the hand was on top of the ball, but that's a walk probably that Sandlin got away with. Actually swings it to Battles. Battles looks to the corner to Sandlin. Nope. Sandlin over in that spot she's hit her first three shots from. There's Traxler from downtown, no good. Mitchell stays with it, collects the rebound, dumps it to Sandlin. Nice offensive rebound. Mitchell hands it off to Sandlin, and she cleans up the trashy possession there. 23-13 Tuttle.
11 already for Sandlin, half the points so far for Tuttle. That's her first two of the game.
Yeah, first two of the game. First two attempted, I think. But, it was just kind of a messy possession there overall. The no call and the foul and a couple missed shots, but a bunch of offensive gritty rebounds. They're going to get another shot foul there.
Anytime you come down when you're trying to contest, they're gonna get you for that, even if you don't make contact.
That's on Mitchell there. But, yeah, what you're saying, that action of that arm swinging down, it really doesn't matter what the result is. You got to stay vertical.
In the ref's defense, the game moves fast. They don't always have the best angles at it, and it's hard.
Refereeing basketball is the hardest job outside of being a major league behind-the-plate umpire watching 100-mile-an-hour everybody gets so mad at umpires, which I'm guilty of it. But you also think the catchers, they make mistakes, and they know what pitch is coming. And those guys don't know what pitch is coming. You kind of got to be like a hitter in there.
And then you have the catcher trying to trick you.
And definitely trying to trick you, and they're getting better and better at that.
Yep.
The robot umpires, I hate that idea. I'm a little new school, a little old school as far as my baseball mentality, but I'll tell you, I'm a lot more old school, and bringing robots into the game, that one no good, but Sandlin stays with it. That knocked out of bounds. But I think if you bring, the computer effect into the game, it really takes away you could just put anybody back there to be the catcher that you can throw. They don't have to catch and receive and have that artwork ability about them. I know your dad would agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just I like the human aspect. Now I'm a huge believer in replay system. Sure. Yeah, I like in tennis. They can't hear Kevin. Kevin's talking about the computer systems and officiating, maybe having something that dictates when the ball goes out of bounds or if it's a fair or foul ball, which I think that's probably something that comes soon as far as basketball. NBA has the funds and the technology, and so does the NFL. That's one thing about the NFL, the football spot on the field. I'm like, how can they not put a chip in that thing? And,
you could tell.
Tell you where it's at.
You could tell it then if the ball went over the goal line or not. Or you could set it up so that a sensor would pick that up.
Yeah, you should be able to see if it goes over the goal line.
Or a foul ball. Did it really go over the line?
Or a foul ball going,
at the base or whatever. So
they do it in tennis, and it's highly effective.
But I don't want to see an umpire being a robot calling balls and strikes. I want the human element to stay.
And in minor leagues,
that's what I was going to say.
In the Atlantic League, which is an independent minor league system, they test out a lot of these rules, and they have the robot umpire. That one long range, no good box out there. But Elk City gets a hold of it. Baseline jumper is good. That's number 10, Lacey O'Hara. Lady Elks cutting the lead down to 8. Lady Tigers got to get it across the counter, and they do. Sandlin hands back off. That one just got to slow down. That's what Coach Combs is yelling right now. Just take care of the basketball. There's really not that much pressure. They're just kind of creating the chaos themselves. I think that's what Coach Combs is maybe frustrated most about, is that there's not anybody in their face, Richie.
Yeah, it's more of there's different types of presses, and this one's kind of we're going to try and force you to throw it long or take a long time in the backcourt like we saw we did. And, it's easy to handle the ball. You just got to get the ball across half court, and then you beat it, really.
Long rebound goes to Kinsley. Kinsley push it up to left side, left-hand dribble. Stops, gets rid of it. She's going to get fouled by 10, O'Hara. Lacey O'Hara with the foul. Kinsley turned around, and Lacey tried to rip it out of there. There's 3 Lady Elks on Kinsley. And if you're going to be successful long-term, your press breaker cannot be Kinsley battle dribbles it up there. Nice move right there by Dombeck. That one just short, but Sandlin again, offensive rebound, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Great effort by Sandlin on the low post. Lady Tigers have given up their fair share of offensive boards, but they've sure collected several of their own, and I think they've probably got more second chance shots than Elk City. Sandlin paying it off.
I think it's pretty close, but I think that's going to be something. I think that's why Elk City's hanging in this game. It seems that Tuttle's the better team. I think they are the better team.
Yeah.
Executing better. It's just when a shot goes up on Elk City's side, no one's really hustling for the rebound.
Well, they're blocking everybody out, but then the gunner's coming in there and taking the candy off the floor. It's like it's bouncing on the ground. Rebounds shouldn't bounce if they're inside the lane. They should be caught up near the net. And,
for sure.
I don't know. But back to the minor league baseball, they do have robots calling balls and strikes, and it's very weird because, they'll catch the pitch, and then half a second later, there's a signal down to the umpire, and then he signals ball or strike. Like, if you're going to do that, just put it on the daggum jumbotron, like ball or strike. But and then you can challenge a pitch. That's an actual deal.
That's what I would like. You keep the umpire. You
Yeah.
get a certain amount of challenges a game and
Good
get a call.
defense there. Williams really affected the shot. Not sure if it was on her or Sandlin. Looks like it was on Alexis Williams. Maybe not. What would you say it was on?
I thought they said it was on Traxler.
Okay.
When he pointed to the.
Alexis wears 13 and Traxler is number 5, so that one up and in as well. So another 8-point lead for the Lady Tigers. We talked about this press. Not all of them are designed to create the steal. Traxler goes right into the paint. The lefty with a little jumper. No good, but number 10, Lacey O'Hara, going to pick up another foul there on the shot. And the 4th foul for the Elkettes sends Cortland Traxler back to the line. Again, Richie, you got to shoot free throws and shoot them at a higher level.
Yep, and the girls do. They shoot more free throws in practice than probably any team in Oklahoma, and it's definitely an emphasis for them. And they've yet to miss one. They're 10 for 10.
Sorry about it, Cortland. Here
nope,
it goes.
It's going in.
No, she's too smooth from the left side. She's knocking this thing down, and
Yep.
she does.
11 for 11 from the line for Tuttle.
That's a big-time stat. I mean, you look at that, and that's a big chunk of points on the scoreboard coming from the line, like you mentioned.
For sure.
Williams, really, Alexis did a really good job right there with her length, just getting into the passing lane and almost get the turnover there, but Battles picks up the foul, and that'll send Addie Brown to the line. 6 fouls here for the Lady Tigers in the quarter. That one in and good for Brown. Their leading scorer was 7 points here tonight. Down off the back iron there, and Williams does a good job going to get that thing. Lakin Smith back into the ball game. Gets it up to Sandlin. Sandlin hesitation dribble there. O'Hara's got to be careful. Nice move right there by Sandlin. Up no good, but her offensive rebound is good. And she'll go back to the line. Sandlin playing tough on the low post tonight. And really, that combo player plays in the post, has some good post action moves, but also a really good job dribbling past O'Hara, who really got to be careful. She got 2 fouls, and really, I thought she might have hand-checked up there near the bench right before Sandlin got into the lane there.
Yeah, but a beautiful crossover from Sandlin to beat that and get into the paint, put pressure on those Elk City defenders inside as Sandlin makes another, and Tuttle moves to 13 for 13 from the line so far today.
12, Jordan Jackson into the ball game for Battles, gets her a breather. Has a minute 15 left in the half. That one long range, no good. Sandlin does a great job rebounding. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go. Can't see the arrow. I don't know that the arrow's on. Or there's a drink cup in front of it, one of the two. I can't see it. Looks like Tuttle possession on the scoreboard, though. So they're just keeping it on the scoreboard. No more scorer's table possession light, it looks like. That's new because we had the arrow last game.
Yeah.
And it's a nice arrow, the clear glass one. I like that. Smith, good job dribbling. Up underneath, no good, but she's fighting for the rebound, unable to get it. We're going to say Elk City had a foot on the baseline when they touched it, and Tuttle will retain possession. I like the move from Lakin there, and I like the little scoop shot, if you call it.
Yeah, she's done a great job of getting into the lane. Just needs to finish. She is a little undersized, so it gets tough in there.
Sandlin is not going to pass that one down, and she's off the iron left. No good. Battles is checked back in for Jordan Jackson and play out the rest of this first half. There's Addie Brown kicking things back to number 4, Blakely Bow.
Elk City's going to bring everything up and make this the last possession of the half.
I think if you're the Tigers, you're okay with that.
Yeah.
11-point lead here.
For sure.
They hit a 3, or you're down to 8, but I think they're going to try to get something into the corner. That's where they've had most of their open shots. That one deep from Addie Brown is good, so a good possession there. Lady Tigers need to inbound it if they're going to get a shot off. 5 seconds left here. Kinsley gets it to Ellie. 1 second on the clock. Kinsley's not going to have enough muscles tonight. Halftime here in Tuttle. Lady Tigers lead it by 8, 31-23, and it's been a not that high of a percentage shooting night from the floor, but the Lady Tigers have sure been good from the line. 13 of their 31 points have come from the line, and 13 of them have went in when they've shot. I mean, perfect from the line, 13 to 13.
Yeah, that's incredible, especially in high school. It's incredible in college and at the professional levels, but in high school, everything is at a lower percentage, and being able to go 13 for 13 from the line is game-changing, and that's what has us up ahead in this game so far.
Take a look at a few replays here from our Hot Works Mustang replay. We're going to look at the first 3 buckets of the game. You're going to see here, one from this side, Marissa Sandlin. One from that side, Marissa Sandlin. And then, how about 3 for 3? 9-0 to start the game. Marissa Sandlin hot, and she's stayed hot at the free throw line and in the field. She's got 17 points here tonight. So half the points, Marissa Sandlin, and got the Palm girls out here. We're gonna take a quick timeout after the girls dance. Go to our commercial break, and then we'll rejoin you on the Pizza Shop halftime show after these messages and after these girls get done dancing.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Hello, this is Pastor Todd at Snow Hill Baptist Church. We want you to know that you're always welcome at Snow Hill. In fact, we welcome anyone and everyone. We want to extend an invitation that you show up just any Sunday you want to, because we like to say all are welcome here at Snow Hill.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. Our family-friendly barbecue joint is more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community, and our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle and Rush Springs. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
As a mama, you're constantly pulled in every direction. HotWorks is where you get to hit pause. Sweat out the stresses you recenter in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. Don't have dental insurance? That's not a problem at Contemporary Family Dentistry. We have a $250 annual membership that covers cleanings and exams, eliminating the feeling that you can't go to the dentist. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
Navigating through Medicare.
At Jamie Joe's, our burgers are handmade with 100% pure beef. From our grill to your table, you'll love every bite. Jamie Joe's, half-price burgers all day Monday.
There's a few things we live by in Oklahoma: honesty, integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you, because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
At Tuttle Christian Church, we love God and love our community. Whether your children are attending in our Safe, Secure Kids building or you're attending one of our worship services, we hope you will experience a moment with Jesus. We hope to see you there. Tuttle Christian Church.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
Welcome back to Tiger TV here at halftime of the girls' game against Elk City. I'm here with Luke Owens beside me. Luke, how have you been, man?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking.
You got anyone to shout out first of all?
Just my parents for believing in me and just sticking with me the whole ride.
Awesome. So obviously, kind of a rough start to the season.
Yeah.
You haven't lost too much throughout your high school career,
No,
so
sir.
you're the senior of this group, right? And
Yes,
so
sir.
what have you told those guys, to kind of keep their heads up and keep working at it?
Well, I think everyone knew going into the year that we lost a lot of people, and we were a really young team. I mean, I'm the only one coming back, basically, that me and Press anyway. I just kept telling them to keep their heads up. I knew we'd figure it out eventually, and we did. I feel like we found a little spark, get us going.
Yeah. Did you know, those football guys coming in, did you know that was going to be a spark for y'all?
I've heard a lot about Donnie. I played with him this summer. He showed a lot of good things that would help us quite a bit, and last game he showed a lot of that.
So one thing I always talk about is kind of the stark differences and coaching staff that I played with. And you played 2 years with Merritt, 2 years with Job.
Yes.
Talk about the differences, just what you like about Job and his coaching staff. Obviously new assistants this year. I've heard you rave about them. So,
in my opinion, two completely different coaches. Merritt was, I don't even know how to put it in words. He was he was a really good coach. I love Merritt, but a lot of people didn't like how he coached, and that was just how it went. But Job, I feel like he's done an amazing job coming in here. I love him. He's a great guy. Completely different defense, offense, but I've learned to get used to it.
Right. Yeah, it's a different system for sure.
For sure.
I think, having a coach that kind of lifts you up when you miss a little more than Merritt did. Obviously,
100%.
For sure, Merritt was a great coach, but I think Job, what he's good at is player relationships and
100%.
Lifting you up. So, what is something going into the season? Obviously, you knew you were going to play a bigger role. What's something you focused on to work on this summer?
Well, my whole high school career, the last 3 years anyway, I've been mostly like a post player, and I knew coming into this year I was going to have to be a bigger facilitator and just have a bigger role, better leader, and I feel like I've taken on that role pretty well. But yeah, it's been different for sure from the last few years.
So now that the football guys are in, I feel like, watching that Kingfisher game, you kind of had to find some different roles for different guys, and you kind of took a different role of kind of sitting in the corner a little bit more, waiting for your shot. You 100%. Hit a big one in that game. So what was that like, and what's that been like in practice so far? There's a foul and the shot's waved off.
It's been something to get used to for sure. I've been practicing that right corner three quite a bit. I feel pretty good about it. But just driving and stuff, I've done that my whole life, so that's pretty good.
Well, Luke, I appreciate you coming up here.
I appreciate you.
And, talking to me.
Yes, sir.
I enjoyed it. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate
Y'all go beat the Elks.
Will do.
And I wish you the best of luck on the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the action. Thanks to Richie and Luke for the little chit chat. And misses everything. No good, and battles rebounds. I wasn't sure who that last foul on us. I thought it was on Mitchell, but I don't think it was. That would have been her fourth. Sandlin, good job rebounding right there. Gets it taken away by number 4, Blakely Bow. But nice move there by Brown, no good. Battles rebounds again. Lady Tigers doing a better job cleaning up the defensive glass. Battles with a little floater, no good. There's Dombeck trying to go rebound, no good. Elk City gonna take a full time out to talk about things. We'll be right back on Tiger TV.
Navigating through Medicare.
How long's it been since you had pizza? I mean good pizza. Piping hot, cheesy pizza that'll make your mouth water. At the Pizza Shop, we make old school pizza at old school prices. The Pizza Shop, 410 East Main, Tuttle.
Hello, this is Pastor Todd at Snow Hill Baptist Church. We want you to know that you're always welcome at Snow Hill. In fact, we welcome anyone and everyone. We want to extend an invitation that you show up just any Sunday you want to, because we like to say all are welcome here at Snow Hill.
Back here on Tiger TV, Tigers up 8 still. It's been the theme of the night. They've pretty much maintained an 8-point lead for most of the fourth quarter, or most of the second quarter and part of the first, now into the third. Just a little stalemate as far as a bucket here, a stop, a bucket there, a stop. Kind of back and forth on the teeter-totter there, but the Tigers have been able to maintain the gap here of 8 points.
I think if you're Coach Combs and Tuttle, you kind of want to see this lead grow a little bit in the second half. Didn't play as well as you thought you were going to, coming out 9-0 and then making them take a quick timeout. And since then, all credit to Elk City, not taking away anything from them. They've hung in the game and made it tough, but as there's another three from them.
Yeah, rattle it home, number 23, Kylie Coffey.
Just at some point, I think you want to see this lead grow a little bit.
No, I agree, and you really haven't got the looks that Sandlin got the first 3 possessions. She hasn't got one, but there's Dombeck with an open look from top, no good. Elk City got a chance to make a little run here. Addie Brown gets in the lane, kicks it to the corner. The shot fake, it's up, no good long. Dombeck not gonna be able to corral it though, as she left the ground a hair too soon. Traxler checking in for Mitchell. Mitchell has 3 fouls tonight. We'll dump that one over the top. Brown kicks it back over to Satile. Corner jumper no good. That's going to be a foul on Dombeck as she reached in right as the shot was about to go up.
And again, we see Elk City just flying in, grabbing offensive rebounds. Not a ton of hustle really on the Tigers side, trying to grab a ball, and it's just kind of falling. And
yeah, I said it earlier. They're blocking out. They're doing their job, but there's nobody else flashing in to grab the basketball. And maybe they're, the only thing I can think of is they're trying to get in transition so fast that they don't have enough people home.
Yeah. That is a way to break the press, is to run, and so maybe they just want to get out and get going, but the press gets a lot harder when you have to inbounds the ball every time.
Sure, especially after a made bucket, and Elk City's cut this to a 1-possession game. Battle's going to pick up the foul on Blakely Bow. Sandlin needs to just keep going with the basketball. She's got an advantage, too.
Yeah.
I would just go all the way to the hole. Kinsley made a nice cut there.
Probably want to see Marissa on a post up here.
Little pull-up jumper for Battles. That one's short. Didn't have the handle on it as she went up.
I know she missed that, but that's a really, really great move.
Yeah.
Getting the shoulder into the middle, not pushing off, not extending. There's another 3 from Lacey O'Hara.
Ties it up, her 9th point of the night.
All 3s, I believe. Nope, she just hit a free throw. So 2 threes, a 2 and a free throw for her.
Lincoln Smith pushing the pace up the floor. If you're Elk City, you gotta love the storm they've brought back here. If you're Tuttle, you gotta weather the storm and find a bucket here. Sandlin gets into the paint deep. I like that move right there, and I like her going back to the free throw line. And I mean, there's not a girl on the floor that has the size that Sandlin does. Not that Sandlin just towers, but she's strong in the paint, and when she's got her back to the basket, she's just a physically dominant presence down there. I think you just go get the easy buckets right now.
For sure. I think they had a chance on that last possession to throw it to Kinsley and let Kinsley throw it inside to Marissa as she makes the free throw. And they kind of just missed that opportunity. So maybe an emphasis on that possession to get her the ball.
Up and in, 15 of 15 of the night on the night from the Lady Tigers. But again, I mentioned it, just sometimes you just keep it simple and just get the ball to the block, run a set that goes down there, and until they stop you, until they make you either keep you off the free throw line or get a couple consecutive stops. I mean, I think it's the ammo you push with right now.
And I think there are even times where it's even more simple than running a set. Just get the ball down there. Last possession, like I said, we had the ball at the top of the key. Kinsley over on the wing and Marissa down on the block, on the right block, and we didn't get her the ball.
Lakin picks up the dribble off the leg. Nice take in for Lakin Smith, but she's hobbling on the left leg as she comes down a little different. If she goes down, the ref's telling her to go down, and the referee told our player to go down and be hurt, and then they let the play go on with a 5-on-4 advantage. I'm not sure how that works. If I'm Coach Combs, I'm going to lose my mind over something like that. He literally told our player to stop and go down so that they could blow the whistle. She does just that, and then they let the game go on. Coach Combs not happy about it, as there was a bucket on the other end that got Elk City within another 1 point or one possession game. Just a weird deal.
Normally that plays out until the team with the injured player gets the ball back, and
that one, Battles is hit as she goes up. No foul call as well.
But normally, no matter if they're laying on the ground or they're hobbling back to get on defense, that play goes on, and the injured player can do whatever they want. So it's kind of a weird situation.
No good there. Traxler trying to fight for the rebound. Good job rebounding there by Mitchell. She's wrapped up by number 10, Macy O'Hara. Another foul. That'll be her 4th foul, I believe. I could be wrong, but I thought it was her 4th. Maybe just her 3rd. If I could communicate to Coach Combs, I think Coach Brooks would be fine if she gets teed up. I don't think our AD is going to have a problem with it. I know he wouldn't last. Battles from long range. That misses everything. Great hustle by Sandlin, but nobody there.
Maybe we should start miking up coaches like you see in the NBA.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. Nothing could ever go wrong with that, right?
Never. Yeah. Keep it out of our dugout. Gombeck pulls it back out, gets it to the high post.
That's an area where you'd like to see Marissa
Yeah, just
attack.
turn around and shoot or go to the rim. She's a little winded, looked like, when she caught it. Ellie going to get it back out into Sandlin. She's hooked by number 21. That's Wyatt for Elk City with a foul. Bringing in a little bit of size there to help combat just what we talked about earlier. No, but I think there's always those times. I think basketball and baseball is the same way. Sometimes you're not getting things going the way you want, or maybe your team's not playing as clean as you'd hope they play. Sometimes you got to kind of insert yourself and get a warning, or even though you may not even be mad at the umpire, just to kind of change the momentum, and that'll change the momentum there as Traxler bangs home a wing 3. 5-point lead here for the Lady Tigers, but basketball, you see it all the time, a technical foul from a coach, or it happens.
Ejection in MLB.
An ejection in baseball, or they're quick trigger. That one stolen away from Traxler, and she's fouled there by Addie Brown. Traxler with another hustle play, a couple of really good possessions from Cortland. Turning the tide, as we talked about, getting momentum on your side. Cortland making it happen like we're the Whisperer or something up here, Richie.
I would love to see Cortland get more shots, and a lot of that is due to that beautiful left-handed jumper.
Yeah.
And
if she's right-handed, we wouldn't really care to see her shoot.
Right. Right. One thing that Cortland does really well is catching high, keeping the ball high, and shooting it.
Anthony Morrow style.
Yeah, and you can get it off a lot faster. In the NBA, a big guy for that is Nick Batum. He does that so well. Former Thunder Trey Mann does that.
Yep. Landry Allen does a good job.
Yep.
She would always catch in the post, in the high post. She's transitioned her game a little out to the perimeter in the college level. 17 for 17 tonight for the Lady Tigers from the line. Fighting through Richie's jinx earlier at the 12 mark. Got it all the way up to 17 straight free throws. And that's been the difference in the ball game. Addie Brown kicks it high post out to the corner. That one answered again from Elk City. Ella Sutile. And Lady Tigers will take a 30-second timeout. We will too here on Tiger TV.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
Take a look here. Welcome back. We'll take a look here at Cortland Traxler's last three ball that really got the momentum going here. Tigers holding on to a 4-point lead here late in the third quarter. They started out 9-0. It's been about that space most of the game here until about 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Elk City's brought it back. It's been a 1-point game. It was tied up at one point about the 3-minute mark in the third quarter, and Lady Tigers trying to extend it back out. Like Richie said, you said earlier, you'd like to see them extend this lead. I think, I think part of it is Elk City, they hadn't hit a lot of shots from downtown. And they got a lot of open looks earlier.
Yeah.
And didn't hit many of them, and now they're hitting them.
And even on the flip side, Tuttle, other than the three threes from Marissa, we're 2 for 11 from three. So
Dombeck with a dribble drive up and gets a foul called on the least physical play of that possession. Kinsley, when she brought the ball up, was almost knocked over. And it's just been a weirdly called game tonight because some of the stuff you've seen called is things you're wondering about, and then some of the stuff you've seen not called are things that you'd normally think were an obvious foul.
Right.
What's it like getting different kind of whistles all game? I mean, it's got to be frustrating. How do you kind of keep your composure, though? Because I can't.
I'm a guy, as we missed our first free throw of the game, I'm a guy who I don't really get too mad at the refs. Last year I did a little more than normal.
Well, and you also had a little bit more pressure on yourself as a player. Another good three-point shot for number 4, Blakely Bow.
It's really hard as a ball handler because on ball, when you're pressed up, you can get away with a lot of some hand checking, stuff like that. And, it's just knowing that at some point a foul call will come and just staying in a state of mind that you're calm. And
nice job by Kinsley with a little step back three. Kinsley bangs one home from downtown, her first one of the night.
But just staying in a calm mindset of, you're eventually going to get a call, even if it could be a ticky-tack call going your way. So,
sure.
Just staying positive and saying. And knowing, these are humans. Refs are humans, and the game's fast. It's hard to call.
Lakin Smith checks back in. That's good to see her bounce back. Coach Jeff Hargis getting her fixed up. One of those non-contact type of injuries, or maybe she did. There's Sandlin with a steal. Nice job by Marissa, but that will end the third quarter, 44-39. Lady Tigers trying to hang on to one here at home on Christmas break. We'll be back on Tiger TV.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. With a kids menu and outdoor patio, we have something for all ages. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
There's a few things we live by in Oklahoma: honesty, integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you, because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Tigers talking it over here between quarters. We're going to take a look at Kinsley Battles' step back three-pointer, and got the breath back in your lungs right there as the game's been tight here for about the last 6 game minutes. Lady Tigers have been trying to hold off the Lady Elkettes from out in western Oklahoma. They made the long trip out, and they're coming to try to ruin Christmas for the Tigers. Lakin Smith handling it at the top. Cortland Traxler in there. You got Kinsley Battles. There's Traxler off balance left hand. Good job by Sandlin, no foul. Nice up and under move. They're going to call her for traveling as she took one too many steps, but nice move by Sandlin. Nice offensive rebound as well. As she's rebounded it well tonight. She's got 19 points tonight as well. That one into the lane and out of the lane. Back out to reset are the Elkettes. Brown trying to dribble. She loses her balance. That should have been a turnover. They're saying she lost control of the ball, but she also gathered it. Nice job by Mitchell again with a rebound, her 5th of the night. All of our stats here on Tiger TV are unofficial. Nice job by Kinsley. Needed that one to go down, but good job sticking with the vision to put up a shot. That one, she is going to pick up the foul. Kinsley knocks her off balance as she goes up. That's number 10, Lacey O'Hara.
They called it on Cortland
Okay,
Traxler,
they
actually.
called it on
so
Cortland.
That's good for us.
Yeah. Portland will take that one all day.
But like you were saying, stats all unofficial. I currently have, on this we have 36 points. We have 44, so I'm missing about 8. And for
Okay.
Elk City, I'm missing about 4 points. So
That's all right.
Yeah.
We're not professionals and we're unpaid. So if you'd like to donate to our stat fund, or if you'd like to donate your time to make sure the stats are correct, feel free to join us. Kinsley's short there.
she's getting to her spots. We've seen her.
It's just a little flat.
Yeah.
The shot's flat. Nice
flat
job
and just
right
short.
there. Cortland with a nice block. They chunk it out to the top, and fortunate there as the no-look launch up to the top of the key. The good look for the Elkettes, but Lady Tigers fortunate there. Lincoln Smith. Good job getting it in. That's right there. That's what has to happen. And just keep forcing their hand. They took Wyatt out of the game again. Number 21, their bigger post defender down there. And when she's out, you've got to go attack the rim.
For sure, especially with someone like Miranda, or
There's a good look.
Marissa, where
There's a great look for Cortland Traxler. Nothing but the nylon there for Cortland. Top of the key on the inbounds play. I love that. Feels like that play's kind of come alive over the last 4 or 5 years, that set where you just kind of chuck it up. Everybody's putting a wall up, and you get a shot from the top almost every time. Nice little, really nice little step back jumper there for 2.
But like I was saying, just getting the ball down to Marissa with the way she can, her footwork in the post, and I mean, she's bigger than everyone out there right now. So just bigger, stronger, and more physical. You got to get her the ball.
Gonna run a little screen game there. That's a good look there for Battles. A little right hand floater up and in off the screen from Sandlin. Just outside the elbow, gets the screen, gets the space, and elevates to put home a 2-pointer. That one from the corner, no good, and that one almost looked like a little bit of a desperation shot. I don't think that's a shooter for them.
I might be wrong, but was that a behind-the-back pass?
I think it was.
It was a beautiful behind-the-back pass from Addie Brown.
Addie's a good player, currently leading the Elkettes in points tonight. That one goes to the top. Traxler dribbles through traffic, but it's knocked away, 22.
You got to keep that ball low when you're dribbling into traffic.
To the corner again, number 23, Kylie Coffey from downtown. And the Elkettes have bounced back into this one, a one-possession game. Lady Tigers taking a full timeout. We'll be right back on Tiger TV.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Back here on Tiger TV, a three-point ball game. Speaking of three-pointers, take a look at some replays from Hotworks Mustang Replay. There's the lefty stroking it home from downtown, and then Kinsley Battles gets the screen from Sandlin, jumps, and just that little floater right there. It's a good shot for Kins, and one that she needs to continue to grow as the season goes.
For sure, she loves that spot. She loves driving left as a righty, which is always a great strength because that means you can go either way. And, you know, she's just very comfortable pulling up from that left side. And we've seen her make some a lot this season. Just today she's kind of struggled. Hopefully that's the one that gets her going for the rest of this game.
Yeah, had a step back three at the end of the third quarter, or maybe at the start of the fourth quarter, had a little step back three that went down and got her going a little bit with her rhythm. And then you see there the little floater on the replay there from Hotworks Mustang. But I'll tell you, Lady Tigers have had their struggles, but they fought hard to keep this lead. Every time Elk City's tied it up or gotten it close, they've been able to extend it a little bit to give themselves some breathing room. Turnover there causes some problems for you, but you got to go play defense right here, and you got to keep doing what you're doing. If they do score and tie it up or get it to one, you just keep playing basketball, go back and get you some shots or get to the free throw line.
For sure. Free throw line's a very good spot for us today.
18 of 19, I believe, on the night. That one, good, and Sandlin another rebound. Getting close to a double-double for Marissa.
Probably has one, if we're being honest. Probably missed a couple somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's not as hard to keep points if that's all you're keeping. But if you try to get into the assist game, like we don't have anything listed for assists, it's a two-man job. And Lakin Smith, left-hand lay-in is good, and that's the kind of buckets they've gotten, those plays from maybe someone you're not expecting to drive and make a layup. Lakin Smith, it's her second one of the night.
Lakin Smith's done a great job of just getting downhill.
Addie Brown gets a and one there to go, and Kinsley a little confused as she didn't think she touched her, but
a little bit of a phantom call there.
Yep, those are things you got to fight through at the end of the game. You just gotta keep pushing through it and go play defense, Kins.
And I can tell you for sure, Kinsley Battles experiences, we have a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We'll get back to Kinsley when we get back from this commercial break. 30-second timeout on Tiger TV.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
Back here on Tiger TV, Tigers leading it by a couple. We'll take a look at a couple from Lakin Smith from the Hotworks Mustang Replay. The left-hand lay-in up and good for her. But you talked a little bit about the adversity with Kins and kind of her experience, Richie.
Yeah, I was just going to say she's been through it where, you know, there are games where the refs aren't great, but you just got to battle through it and, you know, have that peace of mind that you're going to get a call if you give up a call.
Battling through the traffic there. Lakin cross court. That one's tipped and deflected. Good job by the Elks. Elkettes forced the turnover. They're going to try to get this to Addie Brown, I'm sure. There she goes to work, and she's going on Marissa Sandlin. That one, good defense by Sandlin. Brown reaches in to steal it. Battles picks up the dribble, gets it to Smith. She's going to have to push it across the court here quickly. That one gets across the timeline, turns into a fast break. Sandlin up and in for two, and the Lady Tigers kick it back to a 4-point lead. 53-49 with 2:50 in the ball game. Left-hand dribble, extra step. Good job by the Tigers, tying it up right there. Possession goes to Elk City, but that's also another thing. Under 2 minutes, you'd like to have the possession arrow in your favor, especially girls basketball where the jump ball happens a lot more frequently.
They call it quick.
Yeah, they do. Well, and I think it's good they call it fairly quick because those things usually turn into a fight.
A little scuffle.
Yeah. It's like in the NBA at a jump ball. It's like a fist fight every time it happens. It's a pride thing.
There's been some close calls over the years for sure.
That one, what a shot right there from Blakely Bow. Gets a little bit of space and steps back, hits a three. There's Sandlin clearing some space. Good job getting it over to Battles. Kicks it to the corner. There's Lakin Smith from the corner. No good, but Sandlin on the rebound. She's going to go up and go back to the line. Marissa Sandlin, we'll give her 10 rebounds tonight. And we'll give her 21 points so far. Looking for 23 after this trip. A 1-point lead with 2:08. You got to have these here, and you've made a bunch tonight, but these are the ones you really need to make.
For sure, these are the hardest ones too. Tired, close game, 2 minutes left.
That's why you run when you shoot free throws at practice, right?
Yeah, but nothing really simulates
No, it doesn't.
You know?
You can't
It's just-
simulate. You really can't simulate the adrenaline that you lose. I think that's the thing that is hard to recreate at any practice.
For sure.
Is the adrenaline factor that takes energy out of the lungs and the legs. That one no good as well, but it's tied up, and there it is. Nope. Never mind. Lakin Smith's going to pick up a foul. I thought she had a hold of the ball. You talked about they call it pretty quick. He let that one go to the point of it coming loose and the arm getting tangled. So Smith heads to the bench. 3 fouls for the Tigers, 2 for the Elkettes. Brown thought about pulling up. Nice little crossover, step back. Brown can handle it. She's a good player. Nice dish down low. Good defense right there from Mitchell.
Wow.
They're going to call it out of bounds, and their referees are going to talk about it because it's going the other way.
We're going to get this changed here.
Yeah, referees are going to talk about it. He's going to have it off of Elk City. Yeah, that's the right call.
Yeah.
That's why the reaction came from the booth and the stands. We usually don't react too much to the referees, and I pride myself as a, that old saying with Castellano, but I do pride myself in not talking bad about the referees on these broadcasts. Not supposed to, and I really try not to. It's going to be a backcourt. Do the feet have to be down before?
Yeah, it's just like if you run out of bounds and then you have to come back in, you have to reestablish.
You have to establish
Yep.
your real estate.
Being in midair, and even if you're over the line.
Yeah.
Or if you have 1 foot, you got to get both feet across. So.
Oak City dribbles across the timeline, man-to-man defense from the Lady Tigers. Little zone look, I guess. You'll be able to tell me what they're doing better.
It looks like
Good
just
job.
a straight man.
Yeah, I thought
Just
it was
a lot
maybe
of
a little
help.
matchup zone or something like that, but I mean, little
I
man
think
look.
Elk City has a couple non-shooters out there. We're just helping really hard and trying to control the Addie Brown drives.
Battles gets away from the closely guarded call. She'll hand it off to Mitchell. Mitchell hands it back. Coach Combs going to get a set drawn up with under a minute. Tigers lead it by 1. We'll stay here. Take a look maybe at the last couple replays we got there. I think Lakin Smith and Marissa Sandlin on a couple 2-point buckets. We saw Lakin with the drive, the left-hand lay-in, and then you're going to see Sandlin with the offensive rebound. Or I'm sorry, the fast break bucket there, Marissa Sandlin. A 1-point game here at home. I know Coach Combs, maybe you're frustrated, but you got to settle your girls down. You got to get them composed, and you got to keep doing what you've been doing, which is leading all game. They've not trailed in this ball game, and you want to keep it that way right now for sure.
And if there was someone I would trust with the pen and a board,
oh yeah,
it's Coach Combs. I'll never forget staying in here late and her, being in that her coach's office, drawing up plays and game planning and all that. So
we'll have our Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch players of the game here tonight at the end of this one. For both the boys and girls game, we'll name players of the game. We didn't do it last time for the girls game, and we don't do it whenever we lose ball games that bad. And number 31 there, Williamson picks up the foul for Elk City, and that's the third foul for Elk, so they'll need to foul 2 more times before Tigers head to the line.
Here's a rule I'll ask you about. In the NBA, under 2 minutes, 2 fouls gives you bonus.
Yep.
Would you like to see that in high school basketball?
I think so. I think it's just silly to have to keep making them foul whenever everybody knows what they're trying to do. They've got the counter on her. She separates. I don't think she was really closely guarded, though. Lincoln can get it down to Marissa if she wants to. I think they're just playing the keep-away route right now, trying to get the time knocked off the clock. They're going to have a hand check there on number 31, Williamson again. That'll be the 4th foul. Dombeck going to check in here. Probably come in for, Jordan Jackson. So Lady Tigers holding on to a 1-point lead here with half a minute to go here on Friday night.
I know she missed her last 2 free throws, but I would want the ball in Marissa Sandlin's hands.
You got to find a way to get it to her in the painted area. And that one there going to get on Addie Brown. It's always good when their best player picks up a foul. Lakin Smith heads to the line. Not sure that she's been there yet tonight. And Richie says she has not. But she's good so far. There's one.
I feel pretty confident in the free throws because the game stops and it's much easier to to write in.
That's something they've done a good job of it consistently tonight, getting to the line and forcing the hand and literally forcing the hand. Addie Brown going to check out on this defensive possession. You'll probably see where she fouled out. No, that's not Addie Brown. I'm sorry.
Williamson.
That's Williamson.
Yep.
My apologies to the folks in Elk City following along. Elk City's broadcast is here. That's Big Elk TV. They do a good job covering their high school sports as well. They do have a subscription, though, so you can watch here for free. That one no good as well, and Dombeck rebounds. That's a big rebound, and she'll get to go shoot free throws as well. That's a good look for Elk City, and you got to make that layup if you're going to win this ball game and get over that hump, if you want to call it. I mean, they've gotten there, and they've been there all night, but they're just really unable to convert those plays at the end of those tough possessions.
Yeah, and they had a really good chance there, and that's what you want if you're a coach, is a quick 2, and Tuttle trying not to foul. You kind of got an easy one, and Dombeck nails that.
Beautiful.
But luckily a miss for us, and
and you got a 4-point lead right now.
Ice it here.
Ellie, the senior, part of the homecoming court for football, and playing like a queen tonight. 4 for 4 at the line for Dombeck. She's played great defense.
Don't want to foul here. Don't want her to shoot. And maybe you do.
You let that one go, and it's one of those with a 5-point lead. I mean, if she makes it, yes, it puts pressure on you to go make more free throws, but you definitely can't crash out and pull a Michigan from the other night against OU. You foul a shooter, and it's a 4-point play, especially fouling their best player. There's Williamson picking up another body check, and that'll be Sandlin heading to the line.
Really, in that situation, it's more about just don't let her catch.
Yeah.
And once she catches, you kind of just got to
let her shoot it.
Yep.
Well, and that's not really her game all the way. I mean, she's a good shooter, but she's not just a pure 3-point threat. Sandlin does come up clutch there. 58-52, Lady Tigers with a 6-point lead now with 6 seconds. 6.5 seconds, if you want to call it. Making a strong case for that old barbecue spots player of the game. They're going to get that one to Brown as well. Let her shoot here. You can make a layup and nobody's worried about it. They're going to let this one expire. Lady Tigers knock off Elk City for the first time this year. They'll head to 5-2 into Christmas break. Lady Elkettes fall to 6-1 on the year. And Richie, I thought they did a pretty good job just finishing that ball game. It wasn't pretty all the way around. Elk City's not a bad team, though, and definitely improved from last year.
For sure. They played really well, and they shot the ball outstanding. And it kept them in the game. They can never get over the hump like you were talking about, but pretty good job by both teams, and just it's a better game from Tuttle.
So we got about 9 minutes. Our Smokin' Joe's player of the game, I don't think there's any way to put it. Battles was 13 points, and Traxler was 13 points, shot it well tonight. But Marissa Sandlin, a double-double, 22 points. We have her for 10 rebounds. I could be wrong, and it could not be a double-double, but I'm going to go ahead and say it is on Tiger TV, and sue me if I'm wrong, I guess.
Most likely she has more than that.
Yeah, she probably is on the higher side of that, but Marissa Sandlin, number 40, a junior, our Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch player of the game here tonight on Tiger TV. Final thoughts on that one, Richie?
Great game from Marissa, set the tone early, and teammates kind of rode her back, and it led to a win.
Finished it late with some free throws there and some rebounds. Lady Tigers did a good job finding a way out of this one on Christmas, the eve of your Christmas break starting up, and school's over for the first semester. You get some time to practice, you get some time to prepare for your next game, and Lady Tigers love to get back in their winning ways. We'll have the Marshall Auto Supply pregame show coming up here for the boys. We're going to take a brief timeout on Tiger TV, and we'll be back with pregame with Marshall Auto Supply.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
Hello, this is Pastor Todd at Snow Hill Baptist Church. We want you to know that you're always welcome at Snow Hill. In fact, we welcome anyone and everyone. We want to extend an invitation that you show up just any Sunday you want to, because we like to say all are welcome here at Snow Hill.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
Looking for the perfect way to satisfy your barbecue cravings? Look no further. We welcome everyone to enjoy our mouth-watering barbecue made with love and care. Our family-friendly barbecue joint is more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community, and our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle and Rush Springs. Come for the barbecue, stay for the good times with family and friends.
As a mama, you're constantly pulled in every direction. HotWorks is where you get to hit pause. Sweat out the stresses you recenter in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
There's a few things we live by in Oklahoma: honesty, integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you. Because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. Don't have dental insurance? That's not a problem at Contemporary Family Dentistry. We have a $250 annual membership that covers cleanings and exams, eliminating the feeling that you can't go to the dentist. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
At Tuttle Christian Church, we love God and love our community. Whether your children are attending in our Safe, Secure Kids building or you're attending one of our worship services, we hope you will experience a moment with Jesus. We hope to see you there. Tuttle Christian Church.
Navigating through Medicare.
At Jamie Joe's, our burgers are handmade with 100% pure beef. From our grill to your table, you'll love every bite. Jamie Joe's, half-price burgers all day Monday.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our NAPA certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Welcome to the Marshall Auto Supply pregame show here on Tiger TV for the boys. Warm-ups finishing up. And got a good one tonight. Tigers coming off of their second straight win. Have our Williams Plumbing Service starting five here for you in just a moment. Crew keys. For Elk City, your starters, 00 Crew Keys. Number 1, Tyler Garza. Number 3, Jeremiah Jackson. Number 10, Graham Easton. And number 13, that's Strover. I didn't catch the first name. For your Tigers, Williams Plumbing starting lineup, number 0, Maddox Wilson. Number 1, Ty Hendon. Number 3, Carson Banks getting the start tonight. Number 10, Press Lipple. And number 25, our man at halftime of the girls' game, Luke Owens. So that's your Williams Plumbing Service starting 5. Our keys to the victory tonight for Tiger TV. Just keep finding our way, Richie. You just got to keep plugging along, trying to figure out what lineups work, how much air you got in your lungs if you're coming out of football, and what your role can be. You know, be suffocating on defense. I think that takes a toll on the other side, and that was what gave us the win the other night, just the guard defense that we've had out on the perimeter. And then finishing those transition buckets. You've had some looks this year that should have went home, and you're going to go ahead and flush them home as we're getting set to tip here. Number 3, Jeremiah Jackson, and Press Lippolt set to tip it off. Jackson gets it back to Easton, and we're underway here tonight. Tigers in his own look. Luke Owens on number 1. Little turnaround in the phone booth right there. Didn't really go anywhere, but spun and got up over everybody. That's Garza with his first bucket of the night for Elk City. That one over in the corner to Hendon, no good, off the front iron and off the backboard, collected by Jackson. An athletic-looking team here for Elk.
For sure. Last year they're obviously a little undersized, and they try to make up for it with their speed and athleticism. And most of these guys are going to be able to shoot, so watch for that.
Wilson gets the handoff from Hendon. Little motion offense. Owens kicks it over into the corner. Lippolt gets a man off the ground. He goes up, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Lippolt. Nice take from Press, though. You like to see that aggression towards the rim. Something he kind of shied away from a little bit last Tuesday night, or this past Tuesday night.
And there's that pressure you were talking about pregame as Carson Banks with a beautiful move. Gets by and scores.
Nice job by Carson. Elk City 1-5 here on the season. They've gotten blown out. They've played a couple close ones as well. Their only win is against Perryton, Texas. That one tipped away, and it's disrupted by Owens. Almost got a hand on it. So if you're the Tigers, you like the matchup tonight. You think, hey, this is a game we should win. I don't know how many games this year you can sit there and line up and say we should win. They probably should have won last game, and they did if you looked at it on paper. But, I mean, it's hard to say anybody should win when you're 1-5 on the year. And
For sure.
So that's something that goes into it as well. That nice backdoor cut by Jackson over in the corner. That one going to be long, and Lippolt rebounds, pushes it up the middle of the floor. Goes all the way in, kicks it out. They'll swing it to the wing. Back to Wilson from long range, no good. Banks, the smallest man on the floor. Lippolt going to get the contact on the floor. Looks like that one's going to go on, I believe, Jackson. And that will be Jeremiah Jackson's first foul of the evening.
And Donnie Schluter already checking in for Press Lippolt here.
Yeah, Donnie just provides that spark and another scoring option from the guard spot, giving Press a little rest. I'm sure what you'll see is a little rotation of guys. You'll probably see Donnie come in for Press in just a second. And then you'll probably see Press get a drink of water, sit down for 30 seconds, and then he'll probably come in for a Hendon or something like that and kind of cycle those guys through to keep everybody fresh.
And that's something that the Tuttle Tigers haven't had the past at least 5 years that I know of. Just a good amount of depth that you can sub in and out and give guys breathers.
Yeah, it's something, I've watched it personally pretty in-depth from up here, watched you guys over the last several years, especially in your playoff runs. And, you have some people saying, well, why aren't we doing this? And I'm sitting there going, there's 5 people that can play at a high level.
Right.
You cannot do that the whole time.
Yeah,
it's got to be zone defense. It's got to be certain things to get you a little bit of a breather. There's Donnie Schluter. Bangs home a 3-ball. The 9th grader still hot from the other night. Carson Banks almost gets a steal there. Good job collapsing right there and then forcing really an error. I guess you could call it an unforced error. It really wasn't a forced error, but.
And I think our depth is going to be a little short. Sorry about this timeout, but I don't see Tegan Thomas on the bench. So
we may be under the weather right now, as many are. 30-second timeout here on Tiger TV. We'll be right back.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
Back here on Tiger TV, 5-2 early. We'll take a look at this nice little move by Carson Banks. Almost looked like he megged him through the legs, but
it's kind of a quick crossover, just loose ball, tip it back to yourself.
Didn't really lose any speed when he made the move, and he almost sped up there. Get another look for Schluter. Nice little lay in there for Donnie. You can see that one coming from a mile away. It's all set up by a guy that you got to visit with at halftime of the girls' game, but credit that assist to Luke Owens there as the high screen.
But a great drawn-up play from Coach Delb.
There's a steal from Schluter.
Wow.
There's on the floor. Owens out to Banks. Banks up and in. What a sequence there from the Tigers. You get a steal from the youngster. Gets on the floor, knocks it over to Luke. Luke looking like Tom Brady back there, or Cruz Campbell if you want to say that.
Same person, right?
Yeah, same person, 12. That one tipped away by Wilson. Good job getting his body in front of the guy, and they're going to get a block on him.
They're calling his swipe down.
Okay.
It looked clean.
I thought he might have got him with the body first, and that was what the call was. But
one thing I learned is that refs learn that if the ball goes straight down, clean.
Yeah.
If it goes up at all, it's a foul, and that ball went up. But it was most likely more just because Maddox didn't have the muscle to force it down.
Good job by that muscle right there, Luke.
Yeah.
His stalemates his man. Look like Steven Adams, just a guy's running into a brick wall. That's a foul on Hendon. You can't throw your chest into the guy. He was trying to play it off like he was getting a charge, but he leaned in.
My comparison for Luke has been, for the past 3 years, Draymond Green.
Yep.
Just glue guy, really good passer,
Shoots
really
better.
strong.
I think he shoots better than Draymond. Probably.
Probably.
I'm not going to deny what he does. Like, Draymond is elite out there, but I hate his guts.
I'm
a Thunder.
I'm a basketball
thoroughbred.
nerd.
Like, I know.
So
and I know that. I get that. But me being a homer,
right.
Like, I want to punch him in the face.
I like what he brings, because there's not many
if he's on your team, if he's on the
who,
Thunder, he's my favorite player.
Right. But just an undersized big like Luke who can really pass.
I said Ernie Abercrombie, which you don't know him, but your dad
know.
probably does. He's a legend at OU who is, I would say he was probably a 6'5", 4 for OU back in the day, and he just cleaned up boards like Dennis Rodman type player.
Yeah.
No offense really, but just would bruise you around. Charles Barkley-esque. That one didn't go down for Hendon, but
I know I'm not supposed to cheer too much. I guess for my own team I can, but Ty's a guy who worked hard on his jumper. I really think he just needs to see some fall, and it's just a matter of time before he gets going.
Well, and that comes with experience, you know.
For sure.
Didn't have a roll much last year. That one, going to miss front iron. Banks tries to keep it alive, but unsuccessful. Schluter let that one rip from downtown. But, no, I think it just comes with, you know, if I put a guy in that's young and he sees a 90-mile-an-hour fastball weeks 1, 2, and 3 of the year, it's maybe a tad behind on it, maybe not ready for it, and then, you know, you keep giving him those opportunities later in the year, you know, it becomes a lot easier to handle.
Right.
Luke Owens from downtown, that one did look like Draymond. No love lost here on the broadcast. I'll tell you if you're bad, too. Luke's going to have to laugh that one off. He did. The bank was open, but didn't cash the check.
He forgot it.
It bounced. Literally, Kevin says the check bounced. Donnie ties it up, takes it away. He's going to go try to finish this one. That one kicked off the leg, but athletically tries to recover, unable to. He thought he might have been pushed, but still, either way, a great hustle by the youngster there.
And this is that lineup last game that really got going in the fourth quarter. We saw Jet Price hit some threes, Donnie making plays, Maddox making plays. So,
Jet is a sophomore, just to clear that up, and he moved here from Mustang, I believe, a year ago. That one's stolen away, offensive rebound, but taken from behind by Maddox Wilson. He's left wide open. He's going to shoot it. That one off the back iron. Luke Owens gets it to Press. Nice job by Press going to the rack, and that's something I hope to see out of Press tonight. Last week or earlier this week, he got to that spot and he looked to pass it, and really right there, just staying on the attack and having confidence to the rim. I had a little talk with him after the game, and because Press and I used to talk trash on the middle school playground at lunchtime, and so I always have liked to watch Press grow up since his little kid. Donnie takes a spill there.
Donnie
tried to take a charge, and a dead ball is not going to work, Donnie. I'll get you a flopping fine. But hopefully you go back and watch that, and his mom makes fun of him. Hopefully his sister, Miss Kahn, makes fun of him for sure.
Yeah.
But talked to Press a little bit, and I just said, hey, man, just be aggressive. Don't worry about what happens, and just go play hard and be more aggressive, and good to see that out of him tonight.
Press is a guy who's kind of always in my ear, I would say, just kind of trying to learn as much as he can. And, you know, I told him some things that I thought he could do better, and I always made fun of him because last year he had no semblance of a left hand. Because we got to look like a Lady Tigers jump ball there.
Yeah, it was.
But
they kept him from getting the travel is what they did.
But Press has developed that left hand a little bit. He's driving down the left side a lot better than he did last year. Now it's just being able to finish on the left side, but just a constant improvement from Press, and that's what you love to see.
Major Vanderberg into the game. The lefty Price off the back iron. Luke Owens getting tied up, and he'll get the foul. That's not Luke Owens. I apologize. That's Noah Herring. If you look at the big man, Bradley, zoom in on 23's pipes. Look at those arms. Noah and his family just moved here from Myrtle Beach. There he is. And those pipes a little too strong right there as gets to the rim open, but unable to finish. But Noah Herring, he and his family moved here from Myrtle Beach late this fall. Him and 4 brothers. There's Major Vanderberg playing some. He's a really good player, too. Major's a good basketball player, and he's going to really help this ball club.
For sure. I always talk about, Carson and Maddox in practice and having to go at them. But Major Vanderberg, he's not going to get the steals or the reflections, but he will shut you down, and it's hard to get by him.
Press slips off the side. They're going to get double dribble by Elk City. So good job on defense from Lippold on the ball. Causes the turnover. But yeah, Major's a really good athlete. He was one of my PE boys that in the 6th grade world title championship of the world basketball tournament we had. I'll tell you some standouts. One of them was Major. Press Lippold wasn't a part of that. He wasn't here in time. But Maddox Wilson's the first ever and only ever to be ejected.
Of course.
From the championship game. He gave me palms up a couple times, like I made a bad call, and I've never made a bad call. So
right.
He got ran out of the gym. He had to go run bleachers. And
I could give you story on story.
I know.
I
love old Mad Dog, though. He's a good one.
Oh, he's awesome.
I don't know how Ellie puts up with him. 7 seconds here. Going to get a shot off. Price gets it to Lippold. That one goes a little long for Press. Out of bounds, and Tigers lead it after 1, 10-4 here on Tiger TV. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced, licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
Right, back here on Tiger TV, 10-4 after the first quarter, and taking a look at a couple Hot Works Mustang replays, a couple steals from Donnie Schluter. This one here was knocked away. Luke Owens picks it up, sends it down court, and then Donnie picks the pocket clean here. So a couple of steals and that defensive pressure, that suffocating defense we talked about as one of our keys to victory tonight. Just marking that one off the list so far. And Bo Kokenar said he can give us some stories on Mad Dog's dad. I know Peanut, and Peanut can do a backflip jumping off the wall. He's still a really good athlete. He's probably a better athlete than Maddox.
Probably a year or so ago, I went to those old man
Oh, yeah,
runs.
6 p.m. Sunday.
Man.
Stay out of there, Richie. You need to stay clear out of there. I show up every once. I used to show up to those all, and then it got a little young for me. Some guys showed up that were your age, and I said, I'm not, not interested in playing full court defense.
I wanted to work on a few things, and
no, I understand.
Maddox's dad, Peanut just up in me, talking trash, making me try harder than I wanted to.
Yep. He would always bring Maddox up there, and he was still that little middle school kid that I would mess with all the time, and he would outplay me in my old age, and I'd get pretty frustrated. But that one a walk there. 0-0 Crew Keys on the turnover. Elk City's turned it over several times here tonight.
This Tuttle team is one of those teams, and this is the 7th game of the year, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those teams where you might see the matchup when you're getting to the playoffs, and you're like, whatever their record is, and you might, this one's going to be easy. And then you get to it, and, I mean, the pressure they're putting on you.
I mean, if you're a team that doesn't just have standout dudes, you've got to be a team that hangs your hat on playing hard.
Yeah, and that's these guys.
They're going to play hard. They're sending in, 8 to 9, 10 guys, and maybe nobody's just that all-state type player, that perennial scorer or something, if you want to say that. But every one of them is going to play hard because you don't have a choice. That's your job. Yeah, that's kind of Hoosiers-ish right there. Yeah. Another long one, no good. Tigers struggling from downtown tonight. There's old Mr. Jace Warren here in town. Got a lot of alumni back right now as the holidays are starting up. I know Dylan Cummings. I talked to his mom. He just signed today. I think he's going out to SWASU to continue. He was out at Harding, playing at Harding University. Timeout Tigers, but we'll stay here for just a second. We had I know Dylan was at Harding, and they just finished their playoff.
Center in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. Don't have dental insurance? That's not a problem at Contemporary Family Dentistry. We have a $250 annual membership that covers cleanings and exams, eliminating the feeling that you can't go to the dentist. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
Navigating through Medicare.
At Jamie Joe's, our burgers are handmade with 100% pure beef. From our grill to your table, you'll love every bite. Jamie Joe's, half-price burgers all day Monday.
There's a few things we live by in Oklahoma: honesty, integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you, because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus, a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers!
At Ortho Central, we're committed to making your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after grandkids, or easing chronic pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and Newcastle. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband. Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available. Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing. Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today. High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
At Tuttle Christian Church, we love God and love our community. Whether your children are attending in our Safe, Secure Kids building or you're attending one of our worship services, we hope you will experience a moment with Jesus. We hope to see you there. Tuttle Christian Church.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
All right, welcome back to Tiger TV. About a minute left in warm-ups, but back here on the the Pizza Shop halftime show. Sorry, wrong graphic there. We don't have the graphic for Pizza Shop yet, but I'll get it made. It's on my to-do list. Joining me here, head girls coach Jamie Combs, coming off you lost one to Kingfisher, and I talked about it during the game. That's a team that you guys beat up on a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And then you beat them last year.
Yes.
And you knocked them out of the playoffs. And then those girls have just played a lot of basketball together, and that's what happens when you stay together. And they had another girl move in, their head football coach's daughter.
Yep. They have a lot of new pieces, working together, and they're a good team.
They're a good team.
They're a good team.
And I don't think the score dictated the different types of teams that you are. I don't think it was you're not that big of a loser to them. It was just got out of hand a little bit. And we talk about, the Thunder lose by 30 sometimes too, and they're the number one team in the West. But you bounce back, you have a back and forth, you get out to a big lead, you keep it about 8 all game. It gets tied, you get back to 8. 6-4, 6-8, 6-4, tied up. It's close. But your girls really found a way to hold off and find a way to win a ball game.
Well, I think that's one of the biggest things we talked about as we need to see growth from Tuesday to today was, we got punched in the mouth against Kingfisher, and then we just kind of rolled over and let them keep punching us. And that's not the response that we want to have as a program. We want to have a culture of we're going to fight no matter what. We're going to play hard, get through some adversity. And so we really worked in practice the last couple of days on handling pressure and hard times. We had the freshman boys come in and scrimmaged us the last 2 days, and they've been great. So big thanks to Coach Howard, because they can play fast, and it's always nice when you have boys to play against, because if you can play at that speed, then you're going to be able to play against 98% of girls' teams, I feel like, if not all.
Nice little put back there from Maddox Wilson, but you talked about, surviving some punches and getting back at it, and I talked about it. It's not really an excuse because they're probably in the same boat, but maybe just with a little bit more talent pool. But you come off a tournament weekend, and it's a state championship football weekend, and everybody's minds are all over the place. Your assistant coach, his husband's coaching the football team, and the daughter on the team is on the, everything's going on and not in your favor, and then you got to come back, bounce back, and play a really good team at home on Tuesday. That's a lot that goes into it. But I thought tonight showed a lot of heart, because would have been very easy when you never trailed in the ball game.
No.
And that was the thing. You kept control of it, even when it got sticky. Basketball is a game of runs, and you survived all their storms, I thought.
Well, and I think, that's, again, what we talked about is, okay, teams are going to make runs. You're going to face some tough times. So how do you handle that? Can you respond? And I thought today we had a lot of more balance than we did on Tuesday. We were much more aggressive offensively. Cortland Traxler and Ellie Dombeck, I really challenged both of them to be more offensive and aggressive. And they both were. Ellie got to the line. Cortland hit some shots and also finished her free throws coming off the bench today. And then our freshmen, I thought, were more aggressive handling the ball. We just talked a lot about how much more balance we needed. It can't just be Kinsley and Marissa all the time. And so I was really proud of them for stepping up to that challenge, accepting that challenge. And, going into break with a win is always a great thing. So. Yeah,
and to talk about that, you mentioned one of those factors in the game. Richie and I were keeping track of it. 17 of 17 free throws to start the game.
Yeah.
As the game goes, it gets harder to make free throws. The game becomes closer. The fatigue sets in.
Right.
You guys still finished probably around 85, 90% from the line tonight.
Yeah.
I know at the end you want to make them all, but I think you really.
Well, we made enough to win, and that's
well.
that's
And I
the
thought the
important
girls
thing.
did a good job. You challenged you challenged Ellie. She got to the line tonight. You challenged Cortland. She hit some shots. She also got to the line tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of your girls got to the line, and a lot of your girls finished at the line, and I thought that was really good.
Definitely. Anytime you can get those free points, that also adds up team fouls on the other team, and, they've got to worry about their rotations at that point. And
The Addie Brown
things
girl's
like that.
a really good player for them, and she got into
really
some foul
good.
trouble. And it's just tough to play at a high level, even on the offensive side. Whenever you've got fouls in your pocket that you don't have room to make errors, you can't get a charge on you. You can't get too aggressive defensively, and it's a tight game. It's tough.
Yep. And, we had to key in on her. We had talked about her. She's averaging, I know, probably 23, 24 a game. So she finished a little below her average tonight. And but Marissa, is doing a great job in carrying a lot of the scoring load for us. But it's so important to not be one-dimensional.
Sure.
And that was the thing about tonight, is we were multi-dimensional, lots of people contributing in different ways. And that's the beauty of basketball and being a team. So definitely proud of my girls for stepping up after a tough one on Tuesday and taking care of business and getting that W.
Well, it was an undefeated team that came in. They just knocked off UConn in the championship game of their tournament they played in. And UConn's a good 6A team.
Yep.
Talk about what's on deck for the Lady Tigers besides, Santa Claus coming to town and all that stuff.
Well, we're going to have a couple of just, get up and down type practices, cutthroat, play some ball, just keep our legs going a little bit. And then we're going to have our Christmas party on Monday. So
Nice.
that'll be fun. And then we have a nice long break, and we'll come back. We'll have some practices. We'll have another scrimmage over the break on January 3rd.
See, that's cheating. I wish we could scrimmage in the middle of our season.
And
Get
then,
a little reset going.
Yeah. And then we'll head to the Verdigris tournament. This is our first time in that tournament, so it's definitely going to be a challenge. There's one of the top schools in 5A, Coweta, is the 1 seed in that tournament, and we're the 2. And then Holland Hall, who's another ranked 4A team,
Nice
is the
pass.
3 seed. So we'll play Manford first off, and likely to see Holland Hall on Friday. And so that'll be a really good ranked matchup, 2 ranked teams in 4A again. So seems like we're playing somebody ranked every night.
Good for you.
But that's going to make us better and get us ready for playoffs, and that's the goal. So.
Well, and I talked about it with my team today. We've got probably the most heavy schedule I've ever had, and we have some question marks in some areas, but those are things. You've had seasons where you play really good teams. You go to tournaments, you're like, man, we keep running into these teams. Maybe you lose a game, and you think, okay, we're going to get well, then the team that was supposed to win loses too, and you play another good team, and it's like, when's the breather here? And you could say Elk City, they're not ranked. Well, they're 6-0, and they're a good ball club, and they're going to win.
They're ranked 17.
Okay, they're ranked 17. So
first time they've been ranked in a long time.
Gotcha. Well, I said, their softball program's been on the up and coming, and they've got good athletes out there, and great facilities, and
he returned everybody from last year.
That's a big deal too.
Yeah, so they're a good team. Tonight was definitely a good win for us. I'm very proud of our kids.
Marissa, I think, finished with a double-double. We think we had a double-double. Our stats are not
That
right on
sounds
the money,
about right.
but I think 23 points, and she started the game off 9-0, and you ran the same set. And I said, I don't know why Jamie would run another set till they cover her. So they started covering her, and it got a little slow for her. But like you mentioned, the other girls stepped up. Thought Kinsley did a pretty good job scoring the ball. She didn't shoot it great early, but she kept pushing and being aggressive, and I think that's what she's got to do.
Well, Kinsley's just has the load of the majority of the ball handling, which is tough. We're facing a full court press almost every game, and so it's physically and mentally taxing on you when you have to handle that. But she's a senior with lots of experience, and I think she's doing a great job with that role. It's a new one for her, so she's learning too. On the fly, but she's done a great job with that.
Yeah.
And
you can't just hand it to Allie Reel at the end of the possession, and here you go, Allie.
Yeah,
it's a little different. So.
And like Marissa tonight, she had that double-double of boards because other girls were shooting the ball. And that's why I told them, like, even if you don't make every shot, you're giving us opportunities to get offensive rebounds and putbacks. And, so I think she got a lot of those rebounds and opportunities at the free throw line from other girls being aggressive. And so it just makes things happen. So definitely a great team effort tonight.
Yeah, you guys rebounded the ball really well offensively. I thought defensively, something I saw, maybe a coaching point. I don't know if you saw it. I'm sure you did. Everybody boxed out really well. The ball was hitting the ground after shots in the painted area. And we're like, Richie and I were like, they're doing everything right, but nobody's going and getting the thing. And,
that's definitely been something we've tried to talk about. I mean, we've told them boxing out is key. I've had lots of compliments from coaches and people that, man, your team always boxes. And, there's two words. We say hit and get. And hit means go box, and then get is obviously get the ball. We still got to work on we hit a bunch. We don't always get, so we're still working on that. But on our stats, we had given up 7 offensive rebounds in the first half and only gave up 2 in the second half. I saw that, and that was really important. So we cleaned it up.
Congrats to you guys on the win. Get yourself back in the win column and get yourself a little time down and spend it with the family. Have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you tomorrow night. I think we're coming over to get together for dinner and
holiday fun.
And hang out with some coworkers and stuff like that for Christmas. So congrats to you and Coach Ballard and the girls, and Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas to you guys. Thanks for all you do. We appreciate you having this feed and allowing people to watch even when they can't be here. So thank you.
No doubt about it. It's fun to be here. So that's Jamie Combs, head girls basketball coach here for the Lady Tigers. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be right back on Tiger TV.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Back here on Tiger TV, third quarter action. A little back and forth, punching back and forth here. Maybe a little sloppier side for Tuttle offensively, taking some shots we probably shouldn't take. Coach Job making a few changes here on the timeout, trying to get these youngsters settled back down and get back to your script.
Yeah, I think there's some emotions going too. Coming down, Carson kind of got slapped in the face. And, he's young, so he's not used to that happening in a game. So, just trying to get their emotions down as Donnie throws one. But, I mean, that's what he brings to a team. Even if he makes a mistake, he's going to hustle.
Yeah, he doesn't put his head down and watch it go for a lay-in.
Foot always on the gas.
Full timeout here for Elk City. We'll be right back on Tiger TV.
Where you call home is important, and when things break, who you call to fix that home is also important. When it comes to heat and air needs, local matters. Bo Kokenauer of Koch's Mechanical knows that, and that's why Koch's Mechanical takes pride in serving the community he calls home.
Need your AC service? Let our dad serve you.
We're back here on Tiger TV. Take a look at that last replay we got here on the old Hot Works Mustang replays. You see Maddox Wilson up and gets a little contact, fights through it, and Ty Hendon. Maddox can't jump that high. But Maddox can still score it, as you see here in the putback off the glass. Shot was to start the third quarter. And Tigers leading it by 9 here in the third. Just trying to clean things up and keep your distance. Social distance yourself on the scoreboard, if you want to call it that. Yeah, you mentioned earlier, didn't go back to it, but Tegan Thomas not on the bench tonight, and he's got to be under the weather. There's been the flu bug going around, some COVID going around, some things. So you hope Tegan's okay. Hopefully he's watching tonight, and shout out to the big man, Tegan Thomas, as Luke Owens getting out front. He's going up for a lay-in. He's going to get the block. That's a foul on number 23 for Elk City. He's been a part of some of the chippiness going on. I believe that's Jackson. Luke Owens at the line, short on the first one. 1:43 here in the third. Tigers trying to extend it to a 10-point lead here with the Luke Owens free throw. That one in and good. So Luke comes up with a point with the clock stopped. They'll get it to Jeremiah Jackson. He goes up. Thought he might try to hammer that one down, and maybe he left a little too early. Maddox has had some good moves with the basketball in his hand. Donnie Schluter, that's been hot tonight. He gets ran over. So we're going to have a 3-point attempt that is good, and I think Tuttle's going to get the basketball and a chance for a 5-point possession. Donnie Schluter knocks down the long-range 3-ball. The foul happens. He runs over him after the fact. I'm not sure what's going on.
Can we see that again by
Let's
chance,
take a look
Kevin?
at replay here on Hotworks Mustang replay. 3-pointer's good, and I don't know how that's not a flagrant. I mean, he smokes his leg with his leg, and you can say it was an accident. It's not an accident. I've seen enough high school sports. I know when things are done on purpose.
And it's happened tonight a lot.
And I'll tell you, when Tuttle does stuff on purpose, the same way I'll tell you, and that's the second time that there's been an ugly, unnecessary roughness type play. And that one right there is a dangerous one as Donnie's landing and the calf goes into his lower leg. Jet Price a little short from downtown, but we had an elbow to the back of the head on a pile earlier that was not incidental, and then you have that one that's not incidental. And those things have got to be controlled by the referees. They got to step in and say something. They're going to lob this one up, no good. Jeremiah Johnson unable to Nice little jump stop in the lane. Maddox Wilson catches one in the kidney. He's slow to get down the floor. Tigers do a good job recovering. They're going to get the long rebound, no good. Up and in on the putback for Elk City. Maddox Wilson hobbling along the floor here. Schluter with 8 seconds left. They're going to give it back to Donnie and let him go to work here. He splits everybody. Nice pass to Price, up and in. Left-hander, no good. And Elk City just swats it away to kill the clock. 29-22, Tigers heading to the fourth quarter here on Tiger TV.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
As a mama, you're constantly pulled in every direction. Hotworks is where you get to hit pause. Sweat out the stresses you recenter in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
Back here on Tiger TV, 29-22 Tigers fighting through some adversity, some physical unnecessary plays, but keeping strong and finding a way to keep this thing at a little bit of a gap here on the scoreboard. It's a low scoring game. About half the points is the girls so far at this point.
It's kind of what you expect, though. Just the pressure and kind of it's kind of controlled chaos at times that gets uncontrolled.
Well, and it's one of those things, like I mentioned, the referees, you got to step in at some time and say, hey, that's enough of the nonsense stuff. I don't know if they've not been looking for it, but I can sure see it. And got to get an offensive foul there on number 23 again. He was the one that slapped Carson Banks in the face in the corner for no reason and then gave Donnie a dead leg after a three-pointer. So we'll see what they're going to call here.
Warnings, probably.
I don't know if it's warnings or if it's just a clarity on what the call was.
I would imagine that's more of what it was.
Price kicks it to Luke Goins at the top. He'll motion across the offense. Lippold Back to Price. Still short
Just a little
tonight.
short.
Yep, just a little bit off the front iron. Every attempt has been short for Price tonight. First free throw, I think, was short also. He knocked down the second one. So a little less offense out of Price tonight. Major Vandenberg up in the face here playing defense. Good job, Major, causing another turnover. That was just on-ball pressure that turns into a loose ball and a pickup for Major Vandenberg. Price dribbles through the lane. The lefty off the glass, no good. He tries to tie it up. Not able to as Garza rebounds and clears for the Elks. It's still a 7-point game, no points yet. Backdoor cut, nice cut. No luck on the rebound. And there's a foul in frustration. There's some nonsense again from number 3.
Great job by Luke getting unpressed on him to get away.
Luke's one of those guys that, with his size, could probably just pull some Kobe and just run through somebody's screen and take the foul and maybe set the tone a little bit back in the favor.
That's why right now I'm very happy I'm not a coach, because we got some football guys, and you know
they may not be skill players.
They have 5 fouls.
Yeah, go ahead and give them out. We have a big boy from Myrtle that could probably go change the tone. Nice pass from Luke.
Foul.
Ty unable to finish there. Got a little contact, but no luck for him off the side of the backboard almost.
They got the hand in the cookie jar, like you said. I assumed it was going to be a call. That's a
second
great
shot.
jumper.
Yeah, it's a second one of those for Garza tonight as he's leading the scoring with 12 for Elk City. Lippold looking for some help at the top. Banks passed up a shot. Get it back to him. Swinging it all the way around the world. Major Vandenberg loses track, gathers it. 5-point game here. It's a good look for Lippold, and it's a good one. Lippold banging home a 3-pointer, 8-point lead here for Tuttle with 5.5 left in the ball game.
Really great patience by the Tigers there. Keep moving it, keep extending the zone.
There's Garza, a little too strong again. There's the strong man underneath. Luke Owens with the rebound. Major Vandenberg pushes it, kicks it. Hendon in the corner, bangs home a 3-ball. Tigers lead it by 11. Timeout for the visitors. They're going to go discuss it. And we'll be right back on Tiger TV after this 30-second timeout.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
Back here on Tiger TV. Speaking of, we'll watch this Hot Works replay as Hendon bangs home the corner 3, but this one's been physical. Speaking of physical, how about Luke Serber last night at just a huge match in a top 10 matchup. He's been unbelievable this year. Coach David Taylor and the Pokes have a couple former Tigers up there. Got one on the way in Bo Hickman. He's out in Florida right now. The boys wrestling team in the knockout tournament, knockout Christmas Classic, and Donnie Schluter forcing an error, but the boys are in Kissimmee, Florida. The girls are in Cabot, Arkansas, North Little Rock area of Arkansas, wrestling in the Bring the Hammer tournament. Chance taken by Johnson and comes up empty. Donnie got to be a little bit more careful. That's part of that transition from middle school to high school athletics. They're going to think it's an alley-oop, but it counts as an alley-oop.
It's an alley-oop.
Yeah.
Does it count as a dunk? That's up for...
That's one of those, pull the rim down and it goes in. I don't know about that. But excellent execution there. But that's one of those, transition from the speed of the game. You're playing your age group kids, whether you're playing AAU or not, they're all your age.
Yeah.
They're not older guys. Banks drives to the rack, gets the contact, and ball goes off his feet. No call. Tigers still up by 9 here. The one thing is the Tigers have continued to play really good defense, even though they're the sloppy offense tonight.
Right, and if I always said, let's not even let them. We got 35 points. Let's not even let them get to 35, and that's how you win, is getting stops when you're up.
Hand it off to your buddy, and that should be a technical foul, as you can't slap the backboard.
I always think it should be a call of some sort every time someone does that.
But Tigers still putting pressure on, and going to have a off-the-ball foul. Going to get number 11, Donnie Schluter.
I think it was a on-ball foul called from all the way over there.
Well, there's a referee about 5.5 feet from the play, and he didn't decide to call it. But 11-point lead here for Tuttle, under 4 minutes. Here in a little bit, we'll have our Smokin' Joe's player of the game. And we're not sure who it is yet. We're going to have to look and see, and that's a good thing sometimes. It means everybody's playing hard, and sometimes you'd rather have somebody be a clear-cut 25-point guy. Those are things you need. Garza finishes under the rim. He's gotten some open looks down there. Finishes that one. Lippold got nobody on him. Coast to coast, unable to finish, but good look at it. Garza clears it up off the foot.
That's one of those where even Coach Job will tell you want him to go
ahead and
go
that.
dunk,
Garza getting hot here, and he's hit 3 of his last 4 shots. Hendon, nice dish, better hands by Banks, but unable to finish. It's a really good look to get the ball to him, but Banks unable to control it. That one from the corner is long range, in and out. Thank goodness, because that really changes the game if it goes down. It's a 6-point game. It would have been a 4-point game.
And if you're pressed here, you have a mismatch. If he wants to play up, you got to go by him.
Donnie Schluter gets kneed in the groin area. Says he's all right, hops up. Jackson launched the knee in there. Donnie wanted to stay in, but I think Coach Jobs just needed to get him some air anyway. And you slow the pace. Donnie likes to go really fast. There's Luke Owens in the corner, and Richie's pointing at him. Was he open? I think so. Oh, nice little oopsie daisy.
Great cut. Oh.
That's where we got to finish. We talked about that in the pregame. You got to keep them separated.
Carson Banks flying in, as he always does, flying around and grabbing man.
Well, people get tangled up, and the emotions are running hot. Oak City's got a 2.5 hour ride back home. They do have some nice buses, though, in Elk City.
Every single time I've played Elk City in high school, it's been the day before Christmas break. And it's the 2 hour.
We do it
almost 3 hours.
We always do it the day before spring break.
Yeah, it's just
and then in the state semifinals is when we do it.
Yeah.
That's 5 seconds. That's great defense from the Tigers. You're coming off of a dead ball right there, and you can't even inbound the ball. That's great defense. Putting it on Elk City to make it uncomfortable, and they needed to get that one in if they're going to have a chance to stay in this ball game. Banks missed there, but he got it into Owens. He drops it back down to Banks. It's tipped away, behind the back save. He's fouled by number 2 for Elk City. Notre Dame up 17-3 on Indiana in the third quarter, 10:45 left. Looks like Marcus Freeman agreed to a new 4-year deal. Tigers inbounded underneath again. Nice cut by Luke. Major gets a hold of it. Ty goes all the way in. He's swatted away by Garza. Garza collects it as well, but and Banks fouls him from behind on the reach in. Got to stay calm and keep playing defense. 3 fouls for the Tuttle Tigers right now. Next foul for Elk City will send Tuttle to the line. Big Papa Cash coming home in a few days.
He's been home since I think the
he should have
13th.
got his old self up here and crawled up some bleachers today. So that one misses everything.
Well, NCAA, they're they don't like that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You can't come hang out at your local high school with your kid. Even though you don't play anymore, you should still be able to come hang out in the bleachers. But, the NCAA who makes the stupidest decisions on, I don't know. I don't coach there, so they ain't going to find me. But I think it's ridiculous some of the things that they decide what's best for the student athletes.
Incredible ball movement.
Yeah.
Also.
This really reminds me, I'll tell you this right now, what they're doing, the way they're doing it clean, reminds you of those good Kingfisher teams.
Yep.
Who take pride in passing the basketball around and not giving it up. Going to get fouled, Banks. Oh, timeout, Tuttle. 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back on Tiger TV.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
It's like a fastball pop. Sorry, we're talking a little bit about the way the ball moves around the floor. We see those good Kingfisher teams over the year at Tuttle kind of reminiscing that. Richie says, that play kind of comes from their system there, but you always heard the ball slap off the hands. It was so crisp the way they passed the ball, and I said it really reminds you of the ball whipping around in the glove and popping that leather, and it goes to the next guy, pops the leather, and it just makes it just clean and crisp, and it takes care of the basketball. You got intent behind your passes and intent to catch the ball. It makes a difference.
And last year we ran a drill, and you put a minute on a clock, game time, so whatever happened, it goes out of bounds, clock stops, and we're just trying to keep the ball, move it around, not take a shot, trying not to get fouled, and keep the possession of the ball. And there would even be I'm sure they've ran it, there's 6, 7 guys on the court for the defense, and it makes it really hard. So, and practice won't end until you get that minute.
That's a tough one, and Johnson going to pick up another foul. I'm sorry, that's Jackson, Jeremiah Jackson. I apologize. The Jays are getting me. I've got the Jackson Johnson on my team, and Jeremiah Jackson, and Jackson Job, and Jet Job, and Jet Jones on my. We got all these JJs out here in the area right now. Ty Hendon going to the line, trying to get some freebies here. A minute left. You hit these, you kind of ice it a little bit, or you start cooling it off anyway.
Really, the thought is you need one, and that makes it a 3-possession game.
So Ty looking to split these. That one's short as well. Garza rebounds. Garza's played a good game tonight. He can jump. He swatted a ball earlier off the glass, and he's had some turnaround jumpers. He's right there trying to get the basketball. There it is again. Elevates over everybody. Nice touch, but no good. There's
great defense.
Vanderberg trying to pick up the loose ball. Elk City getting a little bit desperate with their offense. That one's going to be a foul, and the 4th foul in Tuttle, so they won't go to the line yet. Lippold diving at it and comes up with a contact. They'll bring in Maddox Wilson again here for Vanderberg. Timeout on the floor. Will stay here. Let's talk about our player of the game. I don't know, Donnie had 14 points tonight for the rookie. I thought he played a ton of, we got a bunch of replays we can play for him as well after the game here, but Schluter really executed at a high level. Did you see anything different on your pick?
I think it definitely has to go to Donnie, but I do want to mention, I think Luke Owens was kind of, again, the glue today, making some great passes, great reads, dissecting the zone early that Elk City was running, and those rebounds, if you don't rebound, you don't win the defensive possession. That's a new possession for the other team, and he's came up with a lot of big ones, and he even, I believe, he hit a big 3. So, just done a lot of the small work that doesn't really reflect in the box score.
Yeah, and those are the things he's always going to do. I mean, he might light it up every once in a while and go for 15, but it's not really his game. That just kind of depends on if he's feeling it from downtown. But passed the ball really well. Played, I mean, some screens we talked about. You don't normally people don't talk a lot about screens. Kind of your Nick Collison guy, in his prime. That's kind of what you can refer. He's going to screen. He's going to rebound. He's going to box out so someone else can rebound. He's going to play really good defense on the press and sound.
And if he's open, he's going to shoot. And
he can knock it down. So.
But I think that being said, Donnie Schluter.
Yeah, he's had a good one tonight. We'll make it official after the game. Trying to get Garza the ball as you would anticipate. Little double jump stop there, no good. We're going to try to get the rebound and head tap Luke Owens. Luke Owens is going to shoot free throws here.
And right on timing, I kind of locked in on Luke that possession, and it was a flex set from Elk City, and Luke was right in the middle of it. Got off his man, made sure the pass didn't get through. He knew what the play was. He knew it was flex. He said there was going to be a screen, pointed through, and then he helped on the drive. And then he got the rebound and drew a foul.
And then you knocked down a free throw.
Yeah,
So
and
there's the Luke. That's what I was waiting for, that Luke. I wanted to yell Coach Shoop for the football team. Shoop, but he doesn't. I mean, what are we going to chant for the coordinators? See, that's what was needed is the Luke calls. I asked for it a couple games ago. I think I did, and I'm glad it's happening.
Reminds me of Luke Kuechly in the Panthers days.
Luke Longley in my days with the Bulls back in the Jordan games. Tiger's going to dribble this one out. Going to get tied up by Garza. And Wilson going to go shoot his free throws. Maddox made it all the way through the game, that chippy game, without getting himself into any more trouble.
He wanted to. He wanted to right there.
I know he did. He might have said something quietly.
Said it to himself.
That's right. 40-31.
He also had a spectacular game. And I
distributing and
one thing he's incredible at is getting on that baseline, driving baseline, and distributing from there. It's such a hard place to pass from, and he's so good at it.
Pull up three. That one is good. Clock's still running. They're going to have to put some time back on the clock. I love the try by Mr. Garrett down there, letting it tick a few times extra. 40-34, a 6-point game, but about 6 seconds left on the clock. Probably about 7 seconds after they readjust this thing. The whistle blew, and I want to say a couple came off the clock. We'll take a 30-second timeout, our last one of the night, and be back on Tiger TV.
At Jamie Joe's, our burgers are handmade with 100% pure beef. From our grill to your table, you'll love every bite. Jamie Joe's, half-price burgers all day Monday.
But I get it. We're back here on Tiger TV. 40-34, but under 6 seconds left here on the clock. They're going to leave it at 5.3 seconds, it looks like.
We got 6 seconds left, and Elk City players are getting told to tuck in their jerseys. Always on you about those jerseys.
It's like the knee pad police in football.
Yep.
Man, we went through it this year. When we started a game on kickoff, Luke Falwell's got to come out because his knee pads. Then the first game on defense after the kickoff, Luke's knee pads were still not long enough. There's Cruz Campbell to C.J. Simon, a touchdown, Tigers.
And that time the clock wasn't running that whole possession.
Yeah, they made up for it. 1 second left. Garza's shot won't count. It goes in, but it's no good. 42-34, Tigers get the doubleheader sweep tonight. Takes us into the Christmas holiday. And good night for basketball here in Tuttle, Richie.
For sure. 2 wins. going into Christmas break now, you get some momentum and you get some time off, get to celebrate Christmas, and come back with that momentum and hit practices. And the second half of the season is extremely draining and hard. So should be great moving forward with this win.
Going to take a look at some Hot Works Mustang replays. A bunch of them from number 11. Had a big night tonight, 14 points, three-pointer there, the scoop layup there, the smooth transition through the lane. Couple steals here. This one, a great hustle play. Way downtown here in front of the table. And then the technical foul from Maddox Wilson. Another one from up top. Donnie Schluter drains that one. And then here in the fourth quarter, Donnie knocks it down, fights through the contact there. Our Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch player of the game, Donnie Schluter, the 9th grader in his second ball game here in the Tuttle High School uniform. I just think there's something special brewing with him as he gets older. I'll tell you, he grew up a lot during football season. I think if you ask Donnie, and we'll try to talk to him maybe at halftime of the girls' game, our next broadcast, but I think if you really asked him, put some truth serum in him, he'd say, you know what made me as good as I've been this year as an athlete is getting picked on by Brady McAdoo, C.J. Simons, Arian Kendall, Jaden and Jordan Lane, and Jet McCoy, those guys at football practice. Man, that's tough. You got to go 15 weeks, actually 17 weeks with the byes, and then 19 with the scrimmages. I mean, it's just nonstop going against those guys and getting humbled. Also having success out there against them too, but sure makes you grow up quick, Richie.
For sure, just getting experience in any kind of sport with kind of being the young guy who not seeing the floor but or the field, but has to make his teammates better and still work as hard as them to get better for the future and to make his teammates better for the now. And it's a hard thing to do, and it's something that takes some maturity to do, and you can definitely see it, especially from me coaching him in kids camp to what he is now. It's a vast difference for sure. And
well, you see it all over the floor right now.
Sure.
Everyone on the floor right now is guys that had that exact role in this program for the last 3 or 4 years. So big win here tonight. Kevin, any final thoughts on the game here as we wrap this one up?
Nope, another great win for the Tigers. Enjoyed this one tonight, and yeah, I think things are looking up for the Tigers right now. Two good wins, two good, way to go into your break and get ready to come back, in January and then take this on to the playoffs.
No doubt about it. We appreciate Bradley Watson on the camera tonight. My partner Richie Overcash, Kevin Rogers on the production, all of our sponsors. We can't do what we do without you and make this possible without you providing for us and giving us the equipment and the ability to go cover it and all those things. So thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. Thanks to our community and to our students and our other teachers, our co-teachers, co-workers, co-coaches, all those things. Hope everybody has a happy holiday season and a Merry Christmas. And we will catch you after Christmas and see you next year. If I can throw in a dad joke, we'll see you next year.
Yep.
Here on
sure.
Tiger TV.